Hey, everybody, welcome to the Jim Masters Show live entertainment lifestyle talk show series. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody looks good. Everybody's seated or standing at attention. They're all excited that we're on the air with another incredible episode of our fun filled entertainment lifestyle talk show series. This is the Jim Masters Show live. You know, I was counting up the episodes. You're not going to believe this. We have done now, and it's amazing, because this isn't my day job. I work full-time in television and radio and stage and film, but we have done 456 episodes live 7 days a week. I believe this is going to be 457 live 7 days a week, just about 7 days a week, maybe a day or two that we took a day off for, family time, or a television gig called me out of the area, or just a day to rest or to catch up on producing this show and this series or other work that I do in television and radio. 456 episodes. Wow. And that's amazing. And that's thus far in like a year and 4 months, which is extraordinary. So thanks to everybody for watching and sharing and tagging, commenting about us on Facebook, subscribing to our YouTube channel. We love that. Matter of fact, if you haven't, we invite you to do that. Subscribe to the channel, because the channel continues to grow and build. That helps us big time. The channel is the one you're watching right now, Jim Masters TV. Click the notification bell so you never miss any of our episodes. We have 456 episodes that you can binge watch. The episode from last night and the day before and the day before that, all the way back a year and 4 months plus so far. And with guests from Broadway and Hollywood, television, film, music, food, sports, comedy, inspiration, celebrity friends coming in, as well as folks who are, inspirational people, authors, and health and wellness experts, and coaches and relationship experts. I mean, just about something for everybody. This is a variety talk show. So I like to engage with our audience. They call themselves the Lovities, which I think is cool. And that's, again, because for those who are watching for the first time, the rest of you have probably heard this a few times. But in the summertime, I was saying the show has a lot of light, love, and levity. Said it just a little too fast. I must have been very excited that day to see all of you and maybe the guest or whatever it was. And I said levity instead of love and levity. I said levity. So everybody jumped on that and said, that's it, Jim. We love this. We love this. We want to be your levity squad. And that's really cool. So the viewers call themselves the JMS, or Jim Masters Show Levity Squad. And they've dubbed me Mr. Levity, and this is Levity Hall. This is our home studio here, and I think that's really cool. So lots of levity on this show. Good times, entertaining moments, poignant moments, surprises, inspiring conversations, and everything else you can think of. Share the levity. Tell the world about the Jim Masters Show live entertainment lifestyle talk show series. It is a very special community we've created. We even have a Facebook page for this show, our live JMS show. It's called the Jim Masters Show Levity Hall. It's on Facebook. You can find me, of course, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Jim Masters TV. Connect, say hello, and of course, again, our YouTube channel is Jim Masters TV. We try to make it easy for everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. We, at the time of this show, pray. We have a sizable hurricane headed in this direction. Yes, Levity Land is going to get a hurricane. And they're saying it's, for those here in the Northeastern United States, which is where we broadcast this show from, this is going to be, I think, the first direct hit of a hurricane in 30 years. So it's Tropical Storm Henri, which is becoming Hurricane Henri. So it's going to get a little interesting. We have two shows tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern and then 8 p.m. Eastern. We're off on Sunday, Family Day, and then we have shows starting again Monday. So it's kind of good we're off Sunday, because the storm's supposed to come Saturday night, Sunday into Monday. So we'll keep you abreast as far as Monday, but everybody's here now. And we say a big hello to the Levity Squad as well. All the Levities watching today on the show. My very special guest is pop and country music singer and songwriter and musician extraordinaire, Samantha Taylor. Let me tell you something really important. This is her very first national interview, like a video, like a television interview. This is her very first one ever. And in this case, it's international because we have an international audience watching right now from across the United States, as well as Canada, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia. They watch live. You guys are watching live, and then many watch later and binge watch. And you can share this episode later on, or you can share it right now on your social media. Thanks to those of you who've shared it on your social media. But this is our very first, conversation, special guest appearance on a show ever. And I think that's really cool that she wanted to be on this show. She's been very excited all week long, actually for a couple of weeks, because we planned this a couple of weeks ago. And I am just as excited as she is. She's amazing at what she does. She's coming to us live from Buffalo, New York. That's right. And I tell you, talk about storms. They get some massive snowstorms, that lake effect snow in Buffalo. But it's summertime, so she's nice and warm. She's in her studio. She's going to perform live for us. We have lots of music for you coming up and an inspiring conversation. First, since this is a variety talk show, bringing back the lost art of conversation, sort of like Johnny Carson, Dick Cavett, Merv Griffin, Mike Douglas, Dick Clark, with a modern twist of today. We greet our audience as well. Let's greet the Lovities. And there's a few new Lovities in here too, like John Taylor, who says, can't wait to witness the maiden interview for Samantha Taylor, one proud daddy-o. Now that is cool. That's her dad, John. Good to see you, John. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. Your daughter is in good hands here. We welcome her famously with all of our levity here on the show. And of course, subscribe to the channel, Jim Masters TV. And if you love this episode, John, and everybody watching, definitely give us a thumbs up on our YouTube channel and leave a comment on the YouTube channel under this video. That means the world. And when you do that, YouTube sees that. They take the episode and they blast it out to even more people when you click thumbs up and you leave a comment. Good to see you, John. Welcome to the show. Sherry Larson's watching in Kansas, USA, where there isn't a hurricane headed her way. She's still on cloud nine after her birthday a week ago, where we sang happy birthday to her. Hello to all the Lovities, Sherry Larson says. Welcome. And Sherry's welcoming Daddy-O, John Taylor, to the show as well. Dawn says hi. Good to see you, Dawn. Welcoming Samantha to the show. Craig, Ghostwriter 556. I got to thank Craig, because Craig was he was instrumental. He was passionate. He loves this show. He watches the show from beautiful Hawaii. Yes, from Hawaii. He's one of our Hawaiian Lovities. He loves the show. He's posted about our show on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. He's a big fan. He is the one who graciously introduced me to Samantha. And he said, I have this incredible person who's an amazing singer. I love her work. Would you consider having her on your show? I love your show. I watch it all the time. I love what you do, Jim. I love the viewer levity, everything, the vibe. She would be great. So Craig there, aloha to you in beautiful Hawaii, USA. And thanks for everything you've done thus far. You are amazing. And of course, I think you've already subscribed to our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. So share it with everybody on your social media. We would love that. Hello, Jim and Lovely friends. Good to see you as well. Mary Bishop in Florida. No hurricanes headed your way. It's sort of bypassed you and whoosh, coming straight up to us. Deborah Green says, hello, everyone. So happy to find this stream or show and see Samantha Taylor. Deborah, we hope that this won't be your last time. We hope you'll join us again. We are here just about 7 days a week with incredible episodes of our entertainment lifestyle talk show series, The Jim Masters Show Live. Welcome, Deborah. Where are you watching from, Deborah? Anybody new? Let us know where you're watching from. Jane is watching from Sweden. She watches us live in Sweden, where it's like 2 a.m. She is a real Jim Masters Show lovity, if there ever was one. She truly is. Good to see you, Jane, in Sweden. And Mary saying hello to everybody. All the lovelies, they comment. What's happening is they're chatting in our chat. You can chat right now and do comments if you're watching live. We also have super emojis, super stickers, and super chat, which is brand new. So if you do that, that helps support the show too. And so we can do more content like this. But also at the same time, we show your comment on the screen with bold colors. It rises to the top of comments. And I personally thank you on the air live for your support of the show. Couple more comments, and then we are going to bring our wonderful guest on the show. But again, first, we do like to greet some of our lovely viewers. And boy, there's a lot of folks here. New folks, new lovities watching as well. And Craig, Ghostwriter 556 says, aloha, Jim, and welcome. Warm welcome to Samantha. And that's right. That's what we're all about. Everything is warm, conversational, freestyle here on the show. NFFC is here. Yes, the lovely Samantha. Good to see you, NFFC. We would love it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be so cool. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. We also do live pop-up shows too, where I do host, chat, talk back here on the show. Maureen says, welcome to Lovely Hall, John Taylor, and welcome to the Lovely family. And of course, welcoming Samantha as well, who's our special guest. And really, really nice. Good to see everybody here. Couple more. Let's see. Let's scroll down here. Craig says hello again. And John says, here we go. You got it. Once you hear that Jim Master Show theme music, you know we're going. And thanks everybody who liked the new show open. We have one more tweak. We're going to roll out in September, a little bit of a tweak with that show open. And it's something cool. We, again, as I mentioned, we hired an animator and a designer to put that new show open together for the Jim Master Show. Have a great time. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Ann says, hello, Jim and Lovely family. Happy Friday, love and hugs. And Renee Katz is here from the Midlands of Flushing, Queens, New York. Wonderful cabaret star. Hello, Lovities. Proud to be a part of 457 episodes. Yes, you have been, Renee. Absolutely. Hello, Jim and Lovely squad from Juanita in South Africa. Hopefully you might get some of that hurricane where you are in where you are in the Midlands of Flushing, Queens. Hopefully not. I know we're going to get impacted here. They said South Africa. Juanita is here as well. We love it. And Vinny is here. Hey, Vinny, welcome to the show. 0128. Hello. Nice to see you, Vinny. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show live. Kathleen Walker's here and says, hey, Jim. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well. Good to see you. Kathleen's in New York City. In Connecticut, you're going to be impacted with the Hurricane Crystal. Hopefully not too bad, but it looks like a rough one. Hi, Jim and Lovities. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Looking forward to an exciting show with amazing music, inspiring conversation, and our famous Lovity, of course. That's right. Couple more coming in here. Linda in Florida says, good evening, Mr. Lovity. Good evening, Lovities. She is in St. Augustine. We love it. Let us know where you guys are watching from. She's in St. Augustine, Florida. She's one of our regular Lovity viewers. I'd love to know where you guys are watching from. And happy Friday from the Midlands. Yes, Renee Katz says. And a couple more, we'll scroll down and then we'll welcome our guest on. Lots of folks coming on to the show. Screen Queen Army's here from Ireland. He's watching in Northern Ireland, in Comber in the Belfast area. Hello, Jim and Lovities. I hope you all have a great weekend and stay safe. So do we. Chris, we have a hurricane headed in this direction, so it's going to be interesting. Prayers for everyone in the path of the hurricane. Absolutely, I concur. And Craig says, happy Aloha Friday on Hawaii Admission Day. Thank you very much. Hey, it's National Radio Day, too, in the United States. I'm going to show you some pictures at the end of the show. I've worked in radio as well as television for a long time, so I'm going to show you some cool shots. And you are in the hurricane cone, and so are we. So prayers for everybody. We love Samantha. Ginger snaps out. What a great. I love that. What is that cool? Makes me want some ginger snaps right now. I love ginger snaps. Ginger snaps out. That is cool. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show live. Dara is here. Hayden, welcome. Good to see you here. She's your girl. Absolutely. We're going to continue. We'll check out some more of these. We want to bring her on the show. And I know there's so many of you here. And we'll try to show some. Don't forget, we have the super chat and super emojis, which will highlight your comment even more. Check that out. You can do that during the chat as well. And Sherry Larson says, welcome, Samantha. And so does Weenie Katz. So why don't we welcome her as she is perfectly poised, seated by her musical instruments and everything else. And we've got a lot of great music here. She is live and direct from Buffalo, New York, and there's no snow at the moment. Our great friend of the Jim Masters Show Live, special guest, pop and country music, singer and musician, Samantha Taylor. Hey, Samantha, welcome to the show. Boom, there you are. The magic.
Oh my goodness.
That's quite an intro, huh?
Oh wow,
Only the
it's so
best.
crazy. Oh my gosh, there's so many people like from my Twitch chat that watch my streams and stuff here. I'm overwhelmed already. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. I
Well,
love you guys. Thank you for having me.
oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. I know you've been very excited about this. And as I mentioned to you, our style here is conversational. It's warm, it's inviting, it's freestyle. We have a lot of fun, levity. So you're in good hands here, and we welcome you. How are you doing there in Buffalo? And I think you're in a good spot there in Buffalo, because if you were in southern New York or New England, boom, hurricane headed in this direction.
Yeah, luckily it's like you said, it's not snowing here, so we actually have the better weather for once. It's like, what? What does that
Yes.
even mean? So yeah, I'm doing well. I actually have my brother from Texas visiting me right now, so I've spent a
Nice.
few days with him. So that's been super nice. We went bowling earlier, so
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
What, who won?
Him.
It's a good.
I was like, I'll stick to music. You can
Yeah.
keep the sports.
I,
So it's
I
all
used to
good.
be on the bowling team in high school, back home on Long Island, New York, the bowling team, and then Little League, and played baseball and bowling. I haven't done bowling in a while. I don't even know if the alleys here are open yet or not, with everything going on with the COVID. But yeah, I love it. It's fun. You know what I mean? When you don't do it for a while and then you do it, you have so much fun, and it's a great way to just spend some time with family, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, when it comes to Uno, we are aggressive with each other. When it comes to bowling, we cheer for each other. He was so proud of me every time it did not go in the gutter. It was great. It was great. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's funny. Well,
yeah.
look at all these great comments, and everybody is welcoming, and oh boy, this is great. Lorenzo says she's used to international audiences, lurking and listening. Welcome, Lorenzo. And Lorenzo, great to have you with us. Welcome to the Jim Master Show Live. And all these new folks, subscribe to our YouTube channel. They should subscribe to Jim Masters TV, shouldn't they? For more levity, Samantha?
Absolutely, absolutely. This vibe is literally perfect because this is kind of like the same vibe we have on my stream. And a lot of the
Yeah.
people in here, they're actually my moderators. I'd normally be streaming right now, but they're
Yes.
in here hanging out because they're
Cool.
good people. They're amazing.
Maureen is one of our regular lovities. So that's cool. The two world, and that's happened often on our show. The two worlds, your Twitch group and our show here, our viewers, the lovities, are merging. And so we're pumping out more levity to the world right now. And that's kind of cool, right? Like Maureen says, welcome, Samantha, to your first interview. You are taking your maiden voyage with the best host ever. Thank you very much. Can I print that out and put it on highway billboards or something? We're thrilled to welcome you to Levity Squad. Yes. And we get the night off ginger snaps. I love that. And everybody's saying hello to everybody as well. And this is really, really cool. I want to make sure we don't miss anybody. But yes, your dad is here, John Taylor. She's my girl. Isn't that nice? There's nothing like family support, and I'm big on that. I think it's really important. And let's talk about that. It's a good way to kick things off so folks can learn a little bit more about my wonderful special guest here on the Jim Master Show Live. There's nothing like the support of family. And obviously for you to do what you do and to be so passionate about it, because any of these industries that we're in, mine, yours, us collectively, entertainment, and any of this, it's a lot of hard work and blood, sweat, and tears and toil and hours put in and trying to perfect it. And oh, John already thumbed up. Thank you very much, John. We love it. And he subscribed too. Perfect. I appreciate that, John. There's nothing like the love and support of family. And I've always had that, in my life too, going through college and then taking on these roles in television and radio. Tell us about some of your early inspirations and the love of family and the support that you've had, which has helped foster this career and this wonderful journey, this musical journey you've embarked on, Samantha.
Oh, it's hard to even know where to start with that because it literally all started because like my family, we always went to church together and stuff. And my they would all sing at church. We grew up like Baptist and they would sing in choir and stuff. And so like that's why I grew up without stage fright because I grew up and everybody was singing. And so I thought it was just something normal everyone did. And the first time I sang on stage by myself, I was 3 years old. I sang the Bible song.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and and it's crazy because like I always thought it was something normal, but then and we would always all sing together. And I grew up and my dad had a guitar actually, so he would play and I saw him play. He actually had a Taylor guitar like I have one now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and it's crazy. He got me my first guitar when I was 11 years old, and I started taking lessons. And I had to wake up very early for the bus for school. I had to be on the bus at 6:30 in the morning.
6:30. That's early.
Yes. And the only time I had to practice, I would wake up an hour early. I'd wake up at like 5:30 in the morning. And I started with the acoustic guitar. That's the main guitar that I play. And I woke up my whole family at 5:30 in the morning just learning how to play. And it was so bad. It was so bad. But they never complained. They never were upset. And it's really cool because it's like, yeah, I'd wake them up, but they were like more proud to see me actually trying something and pushing myself for something. But they're like, you
Right.
know what? It's okay. Even if it doesn't sound good and it's the same song over and over and over again.
Right.
Um, and like it's one of those things because I don't know, you hear a lot of other families where they're like, oh my gosh, you're being too noisy, stop, or they almost discourage them. And if I wouldn't have had that where they kept pushing me, I would
Right.
not still be doing it. Like, but the fact that they never told me to stop and they kept believing in me. um and my family is very family oriented. Like my brothers all played baseball, so we all
Yeah.
went to all the games.
All the
When
games, right?
I Yeah, when I had a choir concert, everyone came to those. When I had a live show, everyone came to those. When I tried out for a talent show, they were all there. And I grew up, it was me and my three brothers. And so they were always all there. And they know every song that I know forwards and backwards because they've heard me play it a million times. And we're all super close too. And like just it's so true that the family support makes all the difference in the world. So
Absolutely. John says, hi, Mom and Nana. That is
Nana said that
beautiful.
too.
Yeah. And Deanna Elliott
Oh,
Herrera says, so excited for Samantha. And Ginger snaps out, Netherlands, the beautiful Netherlands. I was just in the Netherlands before COVID on a television shoot, and we were in Zandvoort, we were in Amsterdam, of course, and Utrecht. It was wonderful. I was there twice. Netherlands is beautiful. So hello to Ginger snaps out in the Netherlands, and Warner says hi from Maryland, from Greg and family. Maryland is in the house. We love Maryland, USA. Betty Taylor. Hi, everyone from Texas.
that's Nana.
So that's your
Yep.
grandmother.
Mhm.
Wow, that
Yep.
is wonderful, Betty. Thank you very much for joining us here on the show. That's a blessing. And NFFC says the UK, United Kingdom, is staying up late for this. Have a great time, everyone. Hey, I love that. We have a lot of ties to the UK. Masters is a British name, English Irish. So love it. Ginger snaps out, says, thank you, Jim. You're cool as well. Thank you very much. Deborah Green says Samantha's family is starting to show up. Love that they're all here. And all of us that support her, we love that. And some of our lovities, too, our regular viewers of the Jim Master Show Live, sending out some lovity. Crystal Nolan in Connecticut, USA, says, hi, Samantha. Welcome to Lovity Hall. Thank you very much for that as well, Crystal. Really nice for you to say that. And there's some more coming in here. Deanna's very excited. Sherry Larson is welcoming your grandmother. She is in Kansas. Juanita in South Africa says, welcome, Betty. They love your grandmother's a hit already. Betty's a hit. And so is your dad. I love that. And Maureen is sending out huge lovely welcome to all the new lovelies. Glad to have you in our lovely squad. Jane in Sweden is saying, Betty, grandma is, your Nana is a hit. Dawn saying, Betty. And Betty says, thank you for having my granddaughter, Samantha, on your show. She's amazing. My pleasure. Mrs. Taylor, we thank you very much. I mean, I'm calling her Betty like we're neighbors. I'm going to come over for coffee and apple pie as soon as I'm on my next TV shoot, Betty.
She makes amazing pies, by the way. She really
Oh, I'm a
does.
pie guy. I am a pie guy. Linda is in St. Augustine, and she goes, looking mighty handsome tonight. Thank you very much, Mr. Loverty. That color looks great on you. Thank you very much. And Sherry Larson says the chats are going by so fast. Hi to everyone that she's missed. Anybody in the chat, the live chat that's happening right now as well. Pawpaw said you look beautiful. Now, what a great profile name on YouTube. Be happy. I mean, isn't that fantastic? I love stuff like that. Be happy. You are in the right spot because that's what we're all about. Inspiring conversations, empowerment, good times. Welcome. Be happy. Alessandra's welcoming Betty as well. And Linda is saying, welcome everyone to the lovely squad, all of the viewers, and you as well, Samantha. And Vinny, thank you very much. That is awesome. He did our super chat. We love that. Hi, Samantha. You're awesome. Happy I was off to work to see you this evening. Vinny, thank you very much. That is wonderful. That's support of our show. That's a very beautiful thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Vinny. From me personally, I really appreciate that. And we love this, John. Also, as well, has another comment. Your dad, too, in the house. YNNHOJ.
That means Johnny. We used to like say each other's names backwards. Like that's one of the cheesy things me and my brothers would do. So we called him
Hey.
Ian Hodge and his name's Johnny.
So Ian Hodge is in the house. We love
Yep.
it. We love it. We love it. And hi there, Jim from Alessandra. Thank you very much. And Alessandra is in North Carolina. She welcomes you. And I love that. And more coming in. Be Happy says hi. And John Taylor, your dad, says you were at the other end of the house. Oh, this is cool. And again, Craig, who of course linked us up, we thank fabulous Craig in Hawaii. Samantha is tailor-made. Beautiful and wonderful family, pure levity. Just like when people say with my name, Masters, they say, Jim, you're a master at your craft. I love that when you can do that. Play with the names. So how do you feel? I mean, here's another great one. We went from Be Happy to hello. Profile, hello. Hi, Jim and Betty. Perfect. Welcome, hello. And hello to you as well. Your grandmother says, thank you for the compliment. By the way, I made her first cowgirl outfit for one of her first shows. Ah, that is so
That's
cool.
what I was going to tell you. She handmade my first outfit 3 months after I started playing guitar. And I wore it on the big stage at the fair. And I still have it.
That is beautiful. Alessandra welcomes you and your family and friends as part of our lovely family. And FFC in the UK says, Vinny being awesome as usual. I agree. And Dina says Betty is an amazing cook too, and Linda in Florida welcomes everyone to the lovely squad. So you were mentioning again the wonderful family, and obviously we're seeing several folks here too, and our regular lovities, our fabulous viewers watching as well. Thanks to everybody for all these great comments. So the inspiration and the love of family got you going early. What were some of the early things that you did? Were you getting involved in school plays? Were you performing in the house? We used to do that. My sister and I used to do plays in our bedroom. We did plays in the garage with our neighborhood kids. And then I started doing it in school, getting involved in theater and stuff like that. How about you?
Oh gosh, I think my mom kind of started it because I think I came out of the womb with a camera in my face.
Yeah.
But she was like, I was also the firstborn, so she always had like a camera out and stuff and like all that. And then they got me like a karaoke machine when I was little, and then and I got my first digital camera when I was like 10, and like me and my brothers would do skits and like puppet shows and stuff like that. And I was always just kind of a ham. And Nana, Betty, here in chat, her first nickname for me, which is still my nickname, she always called me Jabberbox because I guess I started talking at like 10 months old and I haven't really shut up since. So, yeah, so she gave me the nickname Jabberbox, and and I don't know how true this is or not, but my parents said that I started humming before I could talk. So I've just, I guess, always loved music. Um, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I was in fifth grade, they had like a rotation to try and test out different electives you might like.
Yeah.
So I remember in fifth grade, there was like a 6-week guitar thing, and then there was a choir thing. I don't remember. Oh, the other one was art. I didn't remember because that's not what I stuck with. Um, but yeah, I tried out the 6-week guitar thing, and I really liked it. And so then when I was 11, that's when Dad got me my guitar, and then I stuck with choir through the rest of high school. So that was like more of like my training.
Yeah.
But I guess I absolutely loved choir, but choir was kind of hard for me, because like obviously like I learned how to sing on pitch and stuff, but I guess I don't really have like a choral voice, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how to explain it, but like my favorite part of the year was always the talent show, and you always had to try out. I went to a really big school. There were like 700 something kids in my class, and you always had to try out. But that was like my favorite day of the whole year because I got to sing what I wanted to sing.
Right.
And so there was always that. I don't know. I guess I don't really know where it came from. I just, I don't know.
Red River
Yeah.
Valley, first guitar duet, your dad says.
Yes. So that was one of my great grandmother's favorite songs. And I was learning to read notation when I first started taking guitar lessons. And so that was actually in my book. So I learned how to pick the melody, and my dad strummed the chords. I was looking for the video of it and I couldn't find it. I have it somewhere, but it was me and my dad, and I was like 11 years old, and we were sitting there playing it. Um, Unfortunately, my great grandmother has passed, but we were able to play it for her, and she really liked it. So
Uh,
that was a really special thing that we got to
yeah,
do for her. So
that's very
yeah.
touching. So family really, I mean, is
Mhm.
so important and crucial. I agree 110%. What are some opportunities that have come your way? And again, thanks for joining us here on the Jim Master Show Live as your very first, appearance, special guest appearance and interview. And I don't even call these interviews, I call these conversations. It's much warmer. But um, what would you say are some key pivotal moments so far in your career and your journey that really opened those doors for you? Because this happened or that happened, it led to this cool thing happening and this important thing happening in your career. What are some of those moments that you can recall, large or small, that were pivotal for you so far in your career?
Okay, I can think of one really big one off the bat. So, like I said, I went to a really big school, and I was actually very book smart. I was number 5 in my class.
Oh, wow. That's
Um,
fantastic.
I Thank you. But yeah, school and family was like my whole life.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, I was good at a lot of classes, but like when it came to high school and everyone's like, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Like, I was like, I could do all these things that could like be like a solid, steady job and make me a lot of money, I guess. But like, I didn't, and like math was my favorite, but I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. And like, I don't know, I didn't feel passionate about any of it. And then, um, my parents actually split up when I was 15. And then I kind of went through a really rough stage. I was in all the advanced classes and stuff like that. But my heart wasn't really in anything because, like I said, like family was super important to me, but like it was all kind of falling apart. And then my dad told me, he was like, hey, your cousin's homeschooled. So, I could get the curriculum from them and you could homeschool and focus on music instead of everything else because torn right now on everything and you're overwhelmed. And I was like, you know what, that sounds really good. So I resigned from my high school, and like right after I resigned, and once you like miss a day of school and all those classes, you're way behind. You're not going to catch up.
Yeah, right.
So I resigned, and then my dad was like, so I didn't know this, but they did their senior year online. So they don't actually have the curriculum for that. And I was a junior in high school. And I was like, oh, well, what do I do now? I'm technically a high school dropout. So, yeah, so this is how like people like, how do you accidentally drop out of high school? I was like, well, that's how. And I was like, well, what do I do now? I felt so lost. I was like, I don't know. And then my dad was like, well, you're taking senior courses as a junior. So why don't you just go take your GED test and you'll technically have your high school equivalent at, I
Right.
think I was almost 17. I was almost 17 at that point. I don't remember exact dates. It was kind of all a blur.
Yeah.
I had
A lot
just
going on in
gotten,
your life at that time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was actually like just 17. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I had just gotten my
In the
driver's license.
teens, mid-teens,
Yeah.
mid to upper teens.
Yeah. So I had just got my driver's license. I drove myself to like one of the local colleges, took my GED test, and I graduated with like the commended scores or whatever. So I was like, okay, so now what? A lot of people go through that freak out phase of, okay, I'm done with high school. What do I do now? And I was like, I didn't even get to think about college. Also, like, we weren't exactly loaded, so I couldn't really like afford college by myself. So my dad's like, you know what, I have a friend that he works at the community college with the music program here in Waco. And I went and talked to him. His name is Dick Gimbel. And I went and talked to him, and I was so nervous. All I did was post YouTube videos and stuff like that. Like, I didn't have anything really established. I wasn't playing shows yet. I just knew I loved music, and that's all I knew.
That's it.
So
It was
I
in your
went in
heart.
there. Yeah. And he was like, we actually have a scholarship program. And I showed him my YouTube videos. He's like, I think you'd be perfect for this program because it's the music industry careers program. It's not geared towards like teaching and stuff. It's geared towards the industry. So I was like, okay, cool. He's like, so you can either get 30%, 50%, or 100%. All you got to do is come in, pick 3 songs, whatever you want, perform them for our staff, and we'll go from there and see if you get a scholarship. So I was like, okay. I
Perfect.
was
Yeah.
so nervous. So I just walked in there with like a couple like pop or country songs, like whatever. And I sang them for them, and I went home. I remember walking in like in my heels, and I was literally like shaking. I was like, I'm so nervous. This is like my college career depending on this right now.
Yeah.
Um, and I ended up getting 100% scholarship to go to college. So it's like I didn't
Wow.
even have to choose what to go to college for. It just kind of evolved. It's like, I was, like I said, I went from a high school dropout to going to college for what I loved by doing what I was already doing. And so that was kind of I guess, a pivotal moment.
Sure was. Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And one that really steered you in a direction that was near and dear to and very reflective of your heart and soul, of what you knew inside you wanted to do. Just a matter of finding those puzzle pieces to put together so you can go have that trajectory of going in that path. So that has really and congratulations on all those wonderful things too.
Thank
That
you.
has really set things in motion for you. So you've been very passionate and determined with what you want to do, which I think is fantastic. How do you describe your style and the genres of music? I know we mentioned pop, you mentioned country. Um, how do you describe the Samantha Taylor sound?
Okay, so this is a really interesting question that I get a lot, and I still have not mastered
It's
the
still
answer to it.
evolving and still,
Yes. So what I always tell people is I'm not a genre person. I'm more like a lyric person. So like I
yes,
really
I
struggle
like
with
that.
confining myself to a genre, especially in a day and age where genres are constantly being mixed in. Like you have pop artists being featured on country songs, and
That's
you have
right.
rap and everything just combining. So it's really hard to like, I don't know, I don't like putting groups and being like, you
Being
can
boxed
only
in.
be, yes.
Right. I'm with you
So
on that. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
It,
so if I hear a song and I like it, I'll sing it, and I actually sing a lot of, like, covers of male songs even, and, like, I'll just change a couple words, and it'll just be from my perspective, you know what I mean? Like, it's just really difficult to pick and choose, and when I'm on stream and stuff like that, like, people will be like, "That was a cover of that song, but it doesn't even sound like that song, it sounds like you," and I don't even know what that means. Like, apparently, it's just, like, a different sound, and it just kinda comes out different, and I don't mean to, but I just kind of take a song and, like, internalize it for what it means to me, and then it just kinda comes out however it goes. But I don't
exactly.
know.
Yeah, and it's still, would you say you have found your voice, or are you still finding your voice as they describe it in the
Mm,
music industry?
I think that's difficult
Yeah.
because I think no matter who you are, it's probably constantly evolving depending on what you've been through.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've been taught a lot of technique, but I still don't understand a lot of the technique. It's
Yeah.
all just internalized and emotion and stuff. So I think the more emotions that we discover, the more that's gonna come out.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Right.
so yeah, because I've always been more of like the softer, hopeless romantic type person, or like I don't know, but it's just like I don't know. I think I'm
What
finding a little bit more toughness in myself
in
lately.
yourself? What are
Yeah.
and that comes from life lived. That comes from
Mhm.
experiences. That comes from relationships, family, people that you meet as well, and things that cycle through your life. And I love that. So, what are some of the things that do? Um, Pamela Perkle, welcome to the show. Hi, everyone. Glad to catch Samantha and everyone. Pamela is one of our lovedies as well. Good to see you, Pamela. Um, I only recently found her on the stream. So impressed. Daughter loves the sound, singing as well. Thank you, Warner. Great to have you here on the show as well. Um, what would you say are some of the things that do inspire you to sing, to write music, to perform? Is it some of those life experiences that become reflected in your music?
Absolutely. Now when it comes to songwriting, that's definitely something that I have a lot of growth to do in, but that's definitely the ultimate end game goal for me is I want to be able to put my thoughts and feelings into words like these other
Yeah,
artists have.
yeah,
Like when I listen to a song, you can tell what that song's about. You could tell what they were feeling. But there's sometimes I'm like, okay, I love this whole song, but this one part doesn't relate to me. And I want to write a song where the whole thing is like my story. And this song captures exactly what I want to say. And it's like I want to learn how to do that. Um, and I want to, and it's not even necessarily about my story, but just because like other songs have impacted me, I think that would
yeah.
be the coolest thing in the world to write a song that someone else can relate to, that like helps them get through something or helps them be
Right.
like, this is what I'm feeling right now. And like I just think that would be incredible because that's what music literally is to me. So yeah, I'm just a big feeler really. But yeah, I'm wanting to read some like more songwriting books and stuff like that. I should have gone to college for songwriting and not vocal performance because why would I go to college for something that I'm already doing instead of going to college for something that I don't know yet? I don't know if I just played it safe because I was nervous and I wanted to get good grades and graduate, but I almost kind of like wish I would have stayed longer and gone for more majors in that same program because I would have had all the same professors and they're so knowledgeable in pretty much every aspect of the industry. And so like I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to go back to school or just maybe keep reading books or just co-writing
Yeah.
with people. It's
Never
just
say never, right? The
I
opportunities
know.
might be there if you're getting a thirst for it, or if you feel you
Mhm.
missed out, or you want to expand further. You can always do that, right? And now because you're actually doing the work, I mean, you've got you're thrown into the fire. You've got the hands-on experience performing and creating. So
Mhm.
that would be a little bit of an advantage for you if you did go back because you're actually not just reading about it, you're actually already doing it.
Well, trying to. I actually released my very first single in April. Um,
Congratulations, too.
Thank you. Thank you. The thing is, I actually wrote it when I was 17. And I just released it. I'm 23 now. But I only
Document
released it.
that, folks. Her very first interview, 23 on the Jim Master Show live.
Big day. Big
History
day.
being made. History being made.
Um, but yeah, the only reason I even released it was because of my Twitch chat. Because for the first time ever, I've been posting YouTube videos since I was about 14 years old. Um, but I mean, I wasn't consistent or anything like that. It was just for fun while I was in school. But joining Twitch, like I felt like I had a group that was actually excited to hear what I had to say, and they are
Yeah,
all about originals on there. I need to
sure.
definitely write more, but the fact
Yeah,
that there were
especially if you
people,
own it and it's yours, and say down the line, years from now, other people cover it, that could be quite, pleasing and lucrative too.
yeah, if I can capture the feelings, right? Um,
Which is
but
the
it was,
key, right?
yes, yeah, at least for me, like honestly, even if none of my songs ever become hits, but like I don't know, like I said, if it touches somebody or if I feel like, you know what, that was it. That's what I'm feeling. Like
Yes.
I don't know. And but like I was saying, like my Twitch chat is literally the reason why I had the confidence and the courage to finally release something of my own, because they are so encouraging and so loving and
Yeah.
so just like you don't really like you haven't met any of them really other than like my family that tunes in, but I feel like I know them and like I feel
Yeah, I know how that is
that connection.
doing this kind
Yeah.
of work too in television and radio. I know you have followers and fans and listeners, viewers, people who support, people who oftentimes pour their hearts out about how I get it with my work,
Mhm.
as a television personality and radio personality, and I'm sure you get it as well through your music and your art as well, where people will write to you either privately or they'll send something, and it's really something, right? They'll open
Yeah.
up about how what you're doing, which is something that comes naturally for you, it's something that is born in you. It's a God-given gift that you're tweaking, fine tuning, improving on, and sharing with the world. Like you and I are blessed to be doing work
Mhm.
that reflects who we are, work that is very difficult work. I mean, we make it look easy, but as you know, and I certainly know all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes to just make the simplest things look smooth and easy and effortless. That's all part of it. And sometimes it's really the joy of it too, because it's the chase sometimes that can be just as invigorating as, succeeding at something. But it's truly something that is a gift and a blessing. And when you get the feedback, letters, messages, tweets, whatever it is, Instagram, now with social media, it really makes it all worthwhile. All the blood, sweat, and tears, and all the toil and everything, right?
It's like I'm not crazy. This isn't for nothing. It's yeah, I've definitely had a lot of that. Now I will say, when I started streaming, I had just discovered Twitch and I'm still learning technology. So they've definitely watched me struggle. They've watched me struggle quite a bit, but they've been super helpful. And it almost kind of restores your faith in humanity to see the kindness and the love. And like, especially like lately with a lot of division going on. And it's just super awesome to see a community come together and to see me, especially more just as like a person starting out.
Yeah,
Um, I think that's been a huge thing both in college and on Twitch. It's like
yeah,
those were two different groups where the ultimate C word for me is not what you think it is. I promise. It is confidence. Um, if I told my friends in college, I was like, if I hear someone say it one more time, I'm going to cry and break down. And that's the opposite of what I need right now, you know? Um, but the thing is the fact that they saw potential in me. They're like, I see so much in you. You just need to have confidence in yourself. But almost hearing them say that made me be like, you know what? I don't understand it, but I'm not crazy for what I feel. I just need to try and let it out. And then it went even
yeah,
further when I went to Twitch, because they would ask me to like try and learn new songs that I've never like sung before. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can sing that. They're like, just go for it. No one's gonna judge you. This is a safe place. I call my Twitch, I call it my safe corner of the world. Not just for me, but for everyone in chat too.
Yeah.
So I think that we definitely help each other.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, look, Brooke Barnes, welcome, Brooke, to the Gym Masters Show Live, Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. Cool to have you here. Some of you posting again, let us know where you're watching from. We are live. And if you want to see this episode again, and we've got lots of music coming up, this episode will be archived and saved on our YouTube channel, Gym Masters TV. So you can watch it there, and you can share the link and direct people to the channel and enjoy it. And we'll have everything there for you to see, after we're live. And thanks to everybody who's subscribing and watching right now. And I love what Craig in Hawaii says. Jim, Samantha, it is we. Yes. The Lovedies, who are truly blessed to have you entertain us. Thank you, Craig. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your saying that. And I know Samantha does as well. And Dana says, watching from Waco, Texas. Love that. And Brooke says, been cheering on this babe from the jump. Love seeing how much she's grown and can't wait to see where she goes from here. So much love for you, Samantha, from Brooke. We love that. Thank you very much for that. And Ginger Snaps Out in the Netherlands says, Jim, you should ask her how she got to the Tay-Tay rap. So my question is, Samantha, how did you get to the Tay-Tay rap? And you might explain that for the audience who might be watching who are not familiar with it. And Deborah says, Jim, Deborah Green, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Can you tell she's very humble? Yes, I can. So the Tay-Tay rap.
Okay. So
everybody wants to know now.
Again, you know how I told you I was super excited about those talent shows in high school?
Yes.
Well, this one was actually in middle school. So you had to audition for it, but I was always in like multiple acts, and like I just wanted to do one for fun, not like anything like super serious, because everything I did was always so serious, I just wanted to have fun. So do you know like how Taylor Swift and T-Pain did that rap for the CMT Awards in like 2008?
Yes.
So me and my friend Tristan, he does a lot more rap, and I would always sing. So I was like, hey, we were in choir together. So just for fun, like he did the T-Pain part and I did the Taylor Swift rap part. And I did it. There were like 2,000 people at the talent show. So I did it for like 2,000 people. And like, I don't rap. It was just for like to be silly. Oh gosh. Yeah. I went to school with Brooke. She was there. She knows. And so when I first started streaming on Twitch, someone was like, hey, do you rap? And all my family was watching. So of course my family's going to throw me under the bus. They're like, yeah, she did a Taylor Swift rap in like 8th grade. She knows that one. So they were like, do the rap. And I really didn't want to. So there's these things called channel points on Twitch. So like the longer you watch a channel, the more channel points you earn. And you can use those points to redeem different rewards. Like you can set up different rewards. I was like, you know what? If you want to see it bad enough, if you earn 100,000 channel points, I will do the Taylor Swift rap. I'm like, if you are that dedicated, I will do the rap on the internet, and it's going to be so embarrassing.
That's fantastic.
They got it. They got it.
Yeah.
And
hey, Marty Thompson is watching. You were mentioning Nashville. Marty Thompson's in Nashville. He was a guest on our show. He is called the Aussie Crooner. He's from Australia, and his lovely wife Babette watches as well. He was a great guest on our show. He goes with his Australian accent there in Nashville as a fabulous entertainer. He's also performed on cruise ships and everything else. He's a great guy, great friend of our show. He goes, good day, lovelies. And Lovedies, of course. I had the honor of opening for Vera Lynn back in the 90s. Oh my God, your version of I'll Be Seeing You was special. Love your old soul. So you're an old soul like me. Yeah, with a modern vibe. I love it. So Marty, and thank you, Marty. He just did our super chat. So his comment goes to the top of the ranks, and that's a cool green color. Wow. And he's helping support the Gym Master Show Live. Marty, you are the best, Marty Thompson. He sends you some lovity, and he enjoys I'll Be Seeing You as well. I love that. I love that. I love that. Nice. And he says, good day, lovities as well. Taylor for mom. I love you, Samantha. I've been here the whole time.
That's my mom. I
That's
love
your
you
mom.
too.
Taylor from mom. I love that. Welcome. What's her first name?
Christy.
Christine, welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here as well. Boy, we've got everybody, and my family watches too. They're all over the country, and they watch, and then I'll get notes, and they'll call and tell me, "Oh, I love that show, and I love that guest, and I love your graphics and your music and all that cool stuff. I love it. Good stuff." And they're happy. Christy made it. Yay. Actually, let's play a little music here. We have, and then we'll continue our fabulous chat because this is really awesome. We have Forever and a Day. And I think that's an awesome way to kick this musical part of the Jim Masters Show live off for everybody. Tell us about the making of this, how special it is to you, and what our viewers are going to enjoy, our lovities.
Okay, so this is the song I was talking about. This is the only original that I've ever released. And like I said, I wrote it when I was 17. And I wrote it originally about a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually close my stream with this song every stream because yes, it's about a boy, but the thing is there's other things that you can love forever and things that hold a special place in your
Yes.
heart. And I think one thing that's really funny is the opening and the closing lines are, I know I should tell you to leave, but I want you to stay. And that's how I feel at the end of every stream. It's like, I know we have to like go our separate ways and do our other things, but like, I wish we could have this moment forever. And
Yes.
so like, it kind of has a new meaning for me, like as it kind of goes along. But yeah, and I originally wrote it like in that moment when you realize, like, you know what? I think I'm in love. Like, it's like, I think, yeah, it's like it
Yeah.
just kind of hits you. And
Right.
that's what that song was about. And I wanted to keep my first song kind of what it was when I wrote it. It was me just sitting with my guitar. I
Yeah.
didn't want to add any other instrumentation. I didn't want to add anything else, just me and my vocals. So I actually recorded it sitting right here in my room, um, into this microphone, with my guitar paisley right here. And I did add some harmonies and layered those myself.
I
And
do
then,
have to tell you, my friend, you have, and we'll take a look at it. We'll do a widescreen in a second, but you've got an awesome setup there. I mean,
oh,
I
thank you.
kind of like what we did here. I mean, creating this set for the Gym Master Show Live. I mean, we do this show, I started this a year and 4 months ago, really when the pandemic was starting, as an extension of my professional work. And we built this like home studio situation, your fabulous studio. And it shows I've been in a lot of studios. It's very professional. I love the lighting. You really, have spared no expense. You've gone the extra mile. And that shows people who are watching for the first time, discovering that you mean business, that you really, you're investing in yourself, you're investing in your craft. And that's very cool to see. So I love it. Matter of fact, before we show that video, tell us about what we see there, that beautiful room and sort of home studio you're in right now.
Yeah, so this is actually my bedroom. Um, I'm actually going to be getting my own apartment soon. It'll be a 2-bedroom, so I'll have the other bedroom as literally just a music studio. And I'm so excited to decorate it. But what you see here, this is what you see when I'm streaming. But I love the neon light that says do what you love. So I was super blessed. In April, I was able to quit working my full-time job to pursue music because of Twitch. Um, Between Twitch and then performing live, this is my full-time job. And like this light is literally a reminder, do what you love, because I'm riding the wave right now. I don't know if it'll last. Obviously I want it to, but it's just a reminder every day to wake up and do what you love, even if some days you don't always feel super motivated. But it's just, I don't know, it's just super special to me. And I just really like the pink. It's a darker pink in person, but yeah. And then I got this notebook from TJ Maxx. It says kind, beautiful, and capable of big things. I love Pinterest and I love seeing the quotes like that. And I feel like it's just kind words of affirmation to yourself to remind yourself sometimes. And I was like, you know what? I like that. And like if I need to like jot down lyrics or notes of some sort, it's literally right there. And then so when I'm streaming, this is planty. I love succulents and plants and stuff. And my aunt actually got me this for Christmas, but this was sitting like on my keyboard when I first started streaming. So they named it Planty and it became the mascot of my stream. So I was like, you know what? Okay. And then, hold on. And then one of my mods on Twitch, like they help keep chat organized and my song queue organized. Like they literally do probably more work than I do during streams. They do all the hard technology stuff. But one of my mods saw my plant and then they saw this watering can that looks like it would go with it. And he got it for me. So this is Canny. So Planty and Canny are like two of our friends on Twitch. And then this is Rosie. I just got this with my brother when he came to visit one of my other brothers. It's one of those that like flips inside out like on TikTok. And it's funny. Everyone jokes around. They're like, if you're happy, leave it here. If you're mad, leave it here. But we just keep her here because I like to be happy. So those are like our little friends there. And then I just really like the vibe of the LEDs. And like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just really fun and happy and open and light. And yeah. And then the keyboard, I don't know how to play it. I've had it for so long and I keep trying to learn how to play piano. But I see notes and stuff and I automatically want to play the guitar. And like, I think I had a lot more patience with myself when I was a kid. I will eventually. I think if I just learn one song on the piano, it will inspire me to keep playing it because I think it's beautiful. Now, another way I think I'll be inspired to play piano more is because of this little MIDI keyboard thing. So, that kind of also goes into trying to discover my sound. I've always only played the guitar, but obviously different genres have like different instruments and stuff. So if I want to create the different instrument sounds myself, I have to know how to play it on the piano to be able to hit the different notes. So yeah, I'm trying to take my college knowledge and apply it to that keyboard right there.
That's fantastic.
But
I love
yeah, it's
I
just my
love the
personality.
characters that you have there. I have Kermit the Frog with us. And he's
Hey,
actually a telephone came to us from one of our lovely viewers and special guest, Marty Thompson. Isn't that cool? And it actually works. Yep. And it's got the fun. We've got a cast of characters on the Jim Master Show Live too. It's got the, you can actually, hello, Miss Piggy.
that's so cute.
Kermit's on the Jim Master Show Live. And we thank Marty for this so much. And, actually, when we had the widescreen on you, I ran around digging up some of the things. They're all around us here on set. This is Lemon Drop. This came in with a ton of candy and chocolate and everything. I believe it was for Easter from Kathleen Walker, one of our viewers. There's Lemon Drop.
Oh, hi. How cute.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can you not? Let's see if we could. There you go. Now look at Lemon Drop.
It looks so soft.
Yeah, this is really cool. So Lemon Drop is here. Then we've got from Dreama Denver, who was a guest on our show. She is the wife of Bob Denver. Bob Denver, the famous actor who played Gilligan on Gilligan's Island. His wife, fabulous individual, guest on our show, sent me the Gilligan bobblehead.
That's awesome.
And for Craig watching in Hawaii, he'll love this. It says, Aloha, Jim, Dreama Denver with Gilligan. And then we have the famous comedian, George Burns, with his cigar. My Aunt Lillian used to collect dolls. And when he turned 100, she collected this limited edition George Burns doll. So I've been showing it on the show and people just fall in love with it. So George is here rooting you on. I Dream a Genie is here in the official I Dream a Genie bottle. There it is. Really, really cool. She's here. And let's see, who else do we have? Cast of characters. We have Casper's in the house. This is a collectible that actually one of our viewers and dear friends sent in. I think this goes back like 25 years or something, and it glows in the dark. So Casper's got his hands up. He's rooting you on. You got love from Casper. Again, these are all. Oh, they're asking about. We have a huge panda that probably takes up the entire screen. Lin way on the other side. I don't know if I can get Lin tonight, but Jimmy is here. This was a childhood clown that my parents gave me for one of the Christmases. He's here. And look at his blue shoes, huh? It's like old porcelain. He's here. And then finally, I know the viewers are loving this because when I started the show, I used to show them like every show, but I show them on special occasions, pop-up shows now. Silver, the Silver Lab is here. I got him when I was on a TV shoot in Europe, comes from Switzerland, and Silver's here and is rooting you on as well. So these are just some of the JMS cast of characters who are here. A lot of TV themed stuff since I work in TV, but cool stuff, and they're all rooting you on as well. And then maybe when you're singing, I'll try to grab Lin monster panda that was sent our way. Dawn says, cute dog. Oh no, a ghost. I'm going outside. Casper the friendly ghost. CF50, awesome collection. Welcome. Oh, C50, that says. Welcome, C50. Ooh, nice from your mom. Wow, you got some cool stuff there, Jim, in Netherlands. Thank you. Wow, from your mom. Just some of the cool things that spurred me on. Very cute animals. Love it. There's something. Oh, wow, that's cool. Thank you very much. You guys are great. Thanks for all the great comments. I got to definitely acknowledge your father. I mean, thank you very much. That is our super chat. That is really beautiful of you to do that, John. Of course, that supports our series. Thank you, Jim and Lovities. Such a warm welcome for all our supporters of Samantha Taylor. Samantha, you are unforgettable. Absolutely. Thank you, John. I really appreciate that. He's just did the super chat live right now on the Master Show Live. And what a cool color that is. Really, really nice. You're the best, John. Appreciate that. So, Alessandra says she's going to make me a SpongeBob. She crochets in North Carolina. She's going to make me a SpongeBob when she's done with the Winnie the Pooh order. She's making a Winnie the Pooh as well.
Awesome.
Jane in Sweden, where it's already almost 4 a.m. Love Lemon Drop, Silver, the panda, as cute as your friends there in your studio. And Marty, so cool. The Kermit is taking his new home. Absolutely. Kermit fits in. And thanks for sending Kermit that phone, Marty. And thanks again. Marty just did the super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Love it. Love it. Love it. And that's so kind of your support, Marty. You're the best. And Warner says, my daughter just rejoined us here to hear the song tonight. Oh, we have lots of good music coming up. 3:13 a.m. in Sweden, and she's still up watching us, Samantha. She watches all the time, Jane. She's one of our loyal Lovities. Viewers are watching from all around the world, so this is so cool. So let's queue up. You were getting a little bit about, again, Forever and a Day. Really beautifully shot, too. The production value is really nice.
So actually, the video, one of my mods actually volunteered because at the time I was still working full time and streaming 3 times a week and trying to like promote my song coming out.
It's crazy,
like
huh?
that.
I know how that is. Yeah.
And he was like, if you want, he's like, I can put the video together. I was like, you just want to hear the song before it comes out. He's like, you got me, but I'll still do it. I was like, thank you so much. And like, I showed him like the album artwork, and it was me standing in a sunflower field, actually here in Buffalo. I kind of just chose the picture at random, but he made it sunflower themed because of what the artwork was. And he did a beautiful job on it. And I was super grateful. It's literally my Twitch community coming together that made this whole thing possible. And they know the song word for word, like they know it forwards and backwards. And
so they're going to sing along with it, aren't they?
Maybe so. I would love someday to actually be able to hear them because they always say they're singing along, and I would love to be able to hear them or see their faces. So maybe someday it'd be so cool to have like a big Twitch festival with like the Twitch performers and have everyone come together, but or even just a Zoom concert someday. Who knows? But yeah. So I absolutely love this song, and actually the person that mixed it, I recorded it at home, but I met him on Twitch, but he's actually here in Buffalo. He's doing an internship at a recording studio.
Well, that's
So
cool to have
he's
somebody that's helping along like that. Yes.
yeah, so he's like, if you want to send it to me, I can. He's like, I don't really do like pop or country music, but just to try it out, I can try and mix it a little bit for you. So I
Yeah.
actually ran into him at the fair the other day. He recognized me from Instagram, and he's like, Samantha, and I was like, who's talking to me? And I
Yeah.
recognized him, and so I just met this guy the other day, the one that mixed my song. I
Yeah.
met him through Twitch. He lives in Buffalo,
Lives
and
in
then my
Buffalo.
mod made the lyric video. So it does take a village for everything. So
Doesn't
yeah.
it really? And the fact
Mhm.
that so many people, I've had that through the years too, and it's just such a beautiful thing. So,
Mhm.
people want to, they root you on, they want you to succeed, and it's obvious because you're giving them something too, that inspires them and entertains them and keeps them going. Lots of love coming from the Netherlands again as well, and FFC and Vinny and Ginger Snap out when Samantha is in the Grand Ole Opry, Netherlands here. Grand Ole Opry, we are in the front row singing with her, Jim. Fantastic. I can't wait to be doing the very same thing. And thanks, Ginger Snaps out. I'm used to it. I will absolutely not miss any of Jim's live shows. Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. for her in Sweden, and she's always here. And that's great. We're both blessed to have, and now everybody's mingling, which is really, really nice. Let's hear some music, gang. Forever and a Day from our wonderful guest here, the amazing Samantha Taylor. For those of you who've heard this before, then you know what we're talking about. For those of you watching for the first time, first of all, we welcome you to our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, the Jim Masters Show Live. I'm Jim Masters, pop and country music singer, musician, songwriter. Samantha Taylor is our guest live right now. Now time for some music. Forever and a Day.
They say when you know, you just know. And I never understood that before, but I understand it now. Because when I look at you, I can't remember my life before you. And I realize I don't want to know another day without you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I know I should tell you to leave, but I want you to stay. I can't speak over my heartbeat, but my eyes give me away. Please don't fight it, I know you feel it too. Make the most of this moment right now. There's only me and you. So kiss me like it's your last chance. Look in my eyes like it's your last glance. Don't hold back and don't be afraid. I love you forever, forever and a day, and a day. Let me love you like never before. Let me show you I'm proud to be yours. We waited so long for this simple warm touch. Let's write a memory only for us. Please don't fight it, I know you feel it too. of this moment right now. There's only me and you. So kiss me like it's your last chance. Look in my eyes like it's your last glance. Don't hold back and don't be afraid. I'll love you forever, forever and a day, and a day, forever and a day. I know I should tell you to leave, but I want you to stay.
Wow. Wow. Bravo. Bravo. Really
Thank you.
fantastic. Really nicely done, my friend. Beautifully done as well. Again, that area where all those sunflowers, that was where, because a lot of people have been commenting that as well. Your voice is fantastic. And it's
Thank you.
just, and some people, they're seeing it again on our show, like a world premiere exclusive for the very first time. Where again was that shot? It was fabulous location for the whole thing.
So the actual footage, I think he got it on like, it was like stock photos, but the place where I took the picture, I know he showed the shot of me standing in the field. That's actually a local place. It's called Sunflowers of Sanborn, and it's actually really beautiful how it came to be. So this lady, she lives on a farm, and it started off as her family's farm. I don't remember if it was her grandparents or great grandparents that moved there, but it was originally a dairy farm, and now they just farm like crops and stuff like that. But her parents actually passed away, and in memory of her mother, she started planting the sunflowers. And it started off just like a section of the farm was sunflowers along the road, and people stopped and to take pictures by the sunflowers. And she's like, you know what? This could be a really cool thing for the community. So she started planting more and more sunflowers. And now it's like 50 acres of different kinds of sunflowers. And I was actually fortunate enough to meet her the other day through a friend who like supports local businesses and stuff. He invited me to go along to the sunflowers. And I met the woman that actually plants them all. And the whole sunflower field is made out of love for her family and then to give back to the community. And so for about a month every year, it's open to the public to come take pictures. And I'll actually be singing there on Sunday. I didn't know that they had music, but she said, yeah, musicians will just show up, and she'll be like, you know, you can set up wherever you want and just play. And people love it. She's like, here's my phone number. She's like, this weekend will probably be really busy, so Sunday would be a perfect day for you to come out. And it kind of came full circle that just happened to be the artwork for it. I was just out there with my girlfriends last year, and that's just one that they took of me, and I just used it for the album. So I'll actually be singing my song there Sunday.
Fantastic. So, I want to show you some of the cool comments coming in live here on the Jim Masters Show Live, Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show Series. And FFC says, that was so sweet. Loved it. Diana says, loved it. Beautiful voice. And Warner says, that was beautiful. My daughter was trying to sing along since the words were given, even though she's never heard you sing before. So that's really awesome. Cool. Renee Katz, a wonderful lovely from New York City. Lovely song and voice. Wow. Sunflowers, my favorite flower. Perfect. See, Renee, Samantha knew that. That's why she put them in the video just for you. She knew sunflowers are it. So somebody, if they like roses, she's going to be running through the rose garden on her next one. Which I think is cool. Crystal is in Connecticut. She gives hearts and claps. Kathleen, New York City, beautiful. One of our lovely viewers. She's always here as well. She's a dear friend too. Oh no, when you get a wowee from Juanita in South Africa watching live right now, one of our lovely viewers, most beautiful song, lovely voice, and she gives us a wowee. I think that's awesome. Glad you love it, Juanita. Carla, one of our other lovely viewers, we love her. She's watching from South America, Brazil. And good to see you, Carla. Shout out Jim and gang. What a beautiful song and video. Sunflowers from South America to Samantha and all of you. Thank you, Carla, watching in Brazil. We love it. Be Happy is very happy with lots of standing ovation claps. Love that as well. Austin Field is watching, and he says that is a beautiful song. Thank you, Austin. Mary Bishop, beautiful song, beautiful singing. You got some sunflowers coming in from C50. I love that. Flowers coming in from Vinny. Alessandra in North Carolina, USA. I love it very much right from the beginning. Craig in Hawaii. Superstar Samantha. Thank you, Craig. I love that. More flowers coming in from NFFC and from Vinny. Maureen in Arizona, one of our lovelies. I love that right from the start. Brava. And Dawn says, lovely song, Hearts and Irish Shamrocks coming in from Alessandra. And yes, John, your dad, Daddy O says, hashtag no auto tune. Of course, love it. Linda in St. Augustine, Florida, watching JMS Live says such a beautiful voice. I agree, Linda. Sherry Larson in Kansas, USA, beautiful voice and song. Lots of flowers from Ginger Snaps out in Netherlands, Hawaii. Look at them all coming in from Craig. I know Craig is like jumping up on his table and dancing around in his living room. He's loving this, and I appreciate that, Craig. And at FC and Dina as well. Jane in Sweden, where it's now approaching 4 a.m. A wonderful voice. And Ginger Snaps Out says, best part is that Samantha sounds exactly the same on the produced song as on a stream in real life. That's what I call talent. Absolutely. Flowers from Deborah Green. Very beautiful voice from Crystal Nolan in Connecticut. Sway, sway, sway. 50 says tears are flowing. That happens often on the Jim Masters Show Live, and it's a beautiful thing. Let those tears of joy flow. Never, don't be shy about them. And Joshua is here. Joshua, welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. Cool to have you here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the notification bell. We would really love that, Joshua. And he says, cool sunflowers, the state flower here in Kansas. Cool. It's good to have you here in Kansas. More flowers and hearts and all kinds of cool stuff coming in here from everybody. And look at this. Lots. I think the
they
flower,
have their own sunflower field.
I was going to say the flowers emoji is going to blow up. It's cool. And much more coming in here. Love it. You guys are so cool. Thanks. And C50, thank you very much. Super chat. Samantha is an amazing human being and a wonderful gift to the world. And C50 just did the super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We highlight that. I personally thank you for that, C50. That helps our show, but also that rises to the top there as well of the comments coming in and everybody else. And Marty loved it as well. Thank you again. And a nice green color. I felt like we've met. Have you ever collaborated with songwriters Dee Dee O'Malley or Doug Allen out of Nashville? Dee Dee's wonderful. She's become a dear friend. She was a guest on our show. She's wondering if, and thanks again. He did super chat. Green is my favorite color. Thank you, Marty. I really appreciate that. Personally thanking you for that. That helps our show. And Dee Dee O'Malley or Doug Allen, ever do anything with them or know of them?
No, I only visited once 2 years ago for about a week. And I just went to like an open mic, but I didn't have the opportunity to collaborate with anyone.
So yeah, I'm sure we'll all connect further and, we'll definitely stay in touch. Jim, isn't Samantha a sweet heavenly angel? I agree. That's my baby girl. So proud of her, from your mom as well. Gang, we've got more music here on the Jim Masters Show Live. So strap in. Lots of good, inspiring conversation and entertainment. Here's another great song. Now, this one here, let's see. We'll spin the wheel and see what we come up with. What should we do next? We have so many cool ones here. This one says LOL. It says
Oh,
2021 07/12, so July 12th, 2021, LOL.
so these are like little clips from like my Twitch streams. So when I'm streaming, like, yes, I sing, but like we talk in between songs and stuff. And sometimes chat will clip like funny things that I do that are like random little, I don't know, just more personality shots, I suppose. And they notice like things that I will habitually do more than I ever recognize. Like I know more about myself because they point out funny things that I do. So this is actually just like a few seconds of just me being myself.
Hey, that's the best, right? You being yourself. I mean, that's what everybody
Yeah.
loves. And I think that's why, folks gravitate to you. They know that you're the real deal, you're a straight shooter. And I try to do that as well. I think that's what people really want. They can tell when somebody's, not being themselves, not being real, or they're trying to be something that they're not. A lot of people, when they start out in these kinds of industries, they start out trying to emulate somebody else or something that they're not. And eventually that gets old real quick, or they just say, that's not me. It's not what I want to do. And then, the real version starts to come out. Sometimes people are afraid to show the real version of themselves. So they create this image or whatever it is. And then eventually it starts to tarnish and wear out. And then people say, you know what? We like the real version of you anyway. That's what we really like, is we want like the real Samantha, the real Jim or whatever. And I think that's, it just cuts through. So let's take a look at some of these. And is there a reason why it's LOL? Or we shall?
That's just what they called it. I
Yeah.
think they were
Oh,
laughing
so
at
they
me.
called it that. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we just laughed together.
That's it. That's it. I love it. All right. So we're going to toss that in and get ready. LOL by way of Samantha Taylor. Are you turning red?
I always do.
That's it. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. That's literally it. Yeah. Yep.
Here's another one. Homepage feature.
Oh, yeah. So this on Twitch, like they have when you first click on the Twitch homepage, they always have like a front and center, um, like a featured stream, and automatically like they get more traction. Like I don't really know how the algorithm works or anything like that
All
on
these
like
things are
how.
algorithms. I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So they recently started doing things where they're incorporating the music section more, because it used to be mostly like the games and the talking and stuff like that. But I think they're trying to really help boost the music community. And they invited me to, they're like, would you be okay if we put you in the carousel up top? And I was like,
Yeah.
that would be incredible.
The
And this was like,
carousel on top. Wow.
yeah. So this was like the first time that they put us on. And like you can see in like the corner how many people are watching.
Yeah,
So
sure.
like you don't always notice it because you're looking at like 4 or 5 screens at once when you're streaming. And then I looked over and I was like, how many people are watching right now? And like it was kind of overwhelming, but it was really cool. So this was like the moment when I realized how many people were in there. So
It's
that's what's really
incredible,
cool.
isn't it? Sometimes you don't
Mhm.
know, and then you see them and you're like, holy cow, this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff. So, all right. So here's homepage feature. Here we go.
Was blind, but now I see. Oh my goodness gracious, there are so many people in here. Thank you guys so much for stopping in to listen. We have so many new friends in here. And mods, thank you so much for keeping up with everything. Guys, I have the best mods in the world. We have an amazing community, amazing chat. Yeah. Ah, there's 14 under. Oh my gosh, it just reloaded. This is crazy. I'm loving you guys. Thank you so much. My heart. My heart. Okay. Thank you all so much for the kind words, and look at them emotes, guys. Guys. Yeah, I think we've gotten to the front page a couple more times. Actually, on Wednesday, we were on the front page, like on my stream Wednesday. Like as soon as I hit live, normally we
Yeah.
average between 1 to 200 people, but as soon as I
Yeah.
clicked go live, there were almost 400 people as soon as I went live, and I had just woken up. Like I still had my coffee with me, like yeah, and I was like, why are there so
Wow.
many people? And then
Well,
there were like
definitely
over
next
a
time you
thousand
go
again.
on, the next time you do your live, tell them about the Jim Master Show live.
Yeah, I'll be like,
He'd
"Guys,
love
if you
that.
missed it, go check it out. Go check
Yeah.
out more of his talks with people." There's so many. Yeah, absolutely, for
That's
sure.
cool. Congratulations on that too. That's really awesome, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think the most we've gotten from the front page, there was one day we had like 4,700 people watching at once. And like I just think it's crazy though
crazy
because
stuff,
it's
isn't it?
yeah, and one of the cool things is I've looked at the analytics, and I don't usually look over at those all that much, but only like 30% of the viewers are usually from the US. Most of them are actually from
Around the
all over the
world, right?
world. And so like when you're talking about people being up till 3, 4 in the morning, like it still blows my mind. And I've only been streaming
Yes.
for like I think it's 8 almost 9 months now. But like
Hmm.
how many of them stay awake like crazy hours in the morning? At least crazy to me because I could not stay up that late. But like it's just crazy how many people feel the love and feel the connection and want that, and that will be loyal and keep coming back. And it's just like it's not about me, it's about the community and the music and the love, and it's just really really cool to like be able to be a vessel for that and to see it happening, and it kind of restores your faith in humanity. And it's
Yes.
yeah, so I know what you mean when you're saying that like people are staying awake and all this kind of stuff, and it's very humbling, but it also just makes you be like, you know what, I love this and I'm going to keep pushing because this is beautiful and it's
Isn't
awesome.
it? It
Mhm.
really is. When you think about it, it's just sometimes, is it ever overwhelming for you?
Um, I don't think so. Like at first, like the first time we had a lot of viewers, I think I was more nervous because it is online and with technology. And I was like, if something goes wrong, what the heck do I do? But with Twitch, it's awesome because we do have the moderators and, like I said, the great community. If I ever have a question, I can just ask, and someone in chat will either tell me what to do, or if they're able to do it themselves, like they will do it and they help. And so I think the technology part was the intimidating part at first, but when it comes to singing, like it's almost like a rush to know that you're connecting with that many people, because I know I can't see their faces, but like if I close my eyes, because I've sang in front of like a few thousand people before, but to be able
Yeah.
to like imagine that and just hold on to that and know that there's
Hmm.
that many people being connected, I think I'm more comfortable singing and performing than I am talking one on one. So like I feel a lot more comfortable performing than I do speaking. I actually feel like a
There's a
little
lot of
bit of an
performers
awkward,
like that.
nervous person.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Barbara Streisand
So,
has said that too, that she likes, when she's doing her thing in the studio or on
mhm.
stage. But, there's a lot of performers who, when they're on stage or they're in the studio, and the lights on and things are happening, they love it. But when it comes to the speaking and all the other stuff, it might not always come as naturally. But when you're in the studio or you're on stage, it just flows out of you. It's there's a lot of performance. There's also a lot of people that are in entertainment that are shy, but then the introverted nature sort of disappears when they are, they've got something that they have to do and something that they love to do. It happens
Mhm.
all. You hear those stories all the time from comedians and singers and actors and actresses and TV people.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
relate. I relate. I've always been that way, I think. So,
But this sort of brings out, different versions of you, which is kind of cool for everybody to see. So I think it's really awesome. And your mom says you love to be on stage.
I really do. I do. Because I feel like, not that I'm not honest, like when I'm talking, but like whenever I'm singing, it's like everything else goes away except
Yeah,
for the music. And
right.
then you just feel this like liberation. You feel free and you feel honest not only with yourself but to everyone that's watching. And it's I don't know, I love it. I really do.
Yeah, it's speaking to your heart. It's really speaking to the essence of who you are.
Mhm.
We've got some more music here. We want to show another clip. This one is now. This one doesn't have like an actual title. It just says
Okay.
ATCM, and then it has some code. So we'll just show it, and then we can talk about it after. That sound good? We'll surprise everybody on JMS Live.
Yeah, I
Here
don't
it.
know what it is either.
So surprise to Samantha, our guest, and surprise to Jim, your host, and to everybody watching around the world. Here it is.
And I play, this is Paisley, my guitar Paisley, and I play pop and country music. And then everyone kept saying, howdy, partner. They're like, where's the cowboy hat? Especially if I do like some country music. I don't have an actual cowboy hat, but look what I found. It's a tiny little baby cowboy hat. It's actually it goes on top of the cork of a wine bottle, but it's a tiny little pink cowboy hat. So, howdy, partner. I found one. Oh my gosh. So let
And
me
do you
explain
still
what that
have it?
was. I do. It's in my
So,
closet.
let me
Um,
explain what that was.
yes. So
In case
so
anybody's confused.
so on Twitch, like you can like achieve affiliate status and you can achieve partner status.
Hmm.
And there's really not like a ton of difference between the two. Um, but like partner, like affiliate, there's like a certain number of like hours you have to stream within a certain amount of time, stuff like that. But then like when you achieve partner status, you have to like apply to the staff that work at Twitch to be a partner. And we had achieved partner, and so this was at my partner celebration thing. Um, and so everybody's like, you do country music and you're a partner, so you need a cowboy hat so you could say howdy, partner. So I was like, okay, I have cowboy boots, but I don't have a hat. I was like, wait, hold on, I might have something. So I found it, and it's funny because everyone's like, you should wear it. So I kept trying to sing with it, and it kept falling off because it wasn't an actual hat.
Yeah,
But
tiny
yeah,
little one. Yeah.
yeah, that was from celebrating like making partner on Twitch. So um yeah, that's what that clip was from. But like I said, there's just so many goofy moments. And they actually have do you know emotes on Twitch?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so to anyone that doesn't know, they're basically like custom emojis that you can have in your stream. And if people subscribe, they can use your emotes and they can use them in any channel on Twitch. It doesn't have to just be yours. We actually do have a sunflower emote, so that's why they were spamming all the sunflowers, because that's what they do when I sing Forever and a Day. But they actually made the cowboy hat emote, and it looks just like that one. So NFFC, the one here,
Yeah.
he actually is the one that designs my emotes on Twitch, and he's
I
actually
love
my
that.
newest mod on Twitch. So yeah,
We're
that
on
cowboy
Twitch
hat
too
is
at
now
Jim
emote.
Masters TV. Twitch.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our YouTube channel is all Jim Masters TV.
I
So
have to go follow
you
you.
having a good you haven't yeah, absolutely. Follow, love, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, right? You got to keep
Yeah, I
up with it
follow you
all.
everywhere else. I didn't know you had Twitch though.
Yeah, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook are all Jim Masters TV, and of course our YouTube channel where we do all these shows, Jim Masters TV. Does it ever become overwhelming to keep up with it all, or do you have people that help you with that,
On Twitch or
or
just
or
social
or,
media
or
and
just social media as a whole and all of it?
um
Yeah,
I think social media as a whole, it's definitely difficult to keep up with like the all the different DMs and stuff and trying
yeah,
to remember where, because also with Twitch we have Discord. So it's like another messaging group thing for people to stay in touch off stream. Oh, sorry Jay, I forgot you didn't do that one. Ah, okay. But
Oh, you got
but
good eyesight. You saw that fast.
I'm sorry, Jay. Um but yeah, so sometimes it does get overwhelming, and like if you don't check all of them every day, sometimes people get kind of like mad and stuff. and it's overwhelming trying to like learn songs,
If
trying
they're
to write
writing you
songs.
private message, yeah, I'll tell people
Yeah.
too, you know, because I'll get a lot as well, and I'll just say, um, you know, we will respond, you know, just a few other things that got to get done first, but we will, you know, we will hang in there, and they're very good about it. The Lovities and
Yeah.
others pretty good about that, and I really appreciate that. You know, they realize you got things, you're busy making more music for them.
Yeah, but I do try to respond to everyone that I can as soon as I
Yes,
can.
right.
And especially even on like YouTube videos and stuff, it's the weirdest thing. I can approve comments on my phone, but when I try to respond to them on the app, I noticed there was one time I went through like 50 comments and I responded to all of them. I went back on my desktop
And nothing was
and none
there.
of them were there.
It's
And I was
strange.
like,
Yeah, it's tricky. The phone
yeah.
versus, you know, it's really interesting. I realized with our show, people watch the Jim Master Show live on their mobile phones, cell phones.
Mhm.
You can watch it on the television if you have, you can watch us on TV if you have, like I have Comcast Xfinity. We get this on our television. So they can watch this on their televisions. Computers, laptops, tablets, and game consoles. A lot of people watching on their game consoles. But the
Oh.
number one way people are watching this series is on their cell phone,
Mhm.
watching it on the cell phone. And that's, I think, so they can, you know, they don't want to miss anything and they can take it anywhere they go. So I
Yeah.
think that's the number one way. I love it. I love watching it on the TV sometimes too, because working in TV, it's like seeing it on TV. It's kind of cool, but it's amazing. They're all watching it on cell phones. Your mom says she keeps up with chat so good, so impressive. And Craig says, Samantha's so sweet. Love it. We actually have another video here as well. And it's another surprise one with a code. So we'll show it. And it looks like the background's a little different. There's some purple and bluish in it. So we're going to take a look at this and see what it is. Another surprise from Samantha on the Jim Master Show.
I can't go cross-eyed. That's a fun fact.
Is your cross?
It's because the ukulele is bigger than my nose. I can't actually go cross-eyed. See? I can't do it. I can't do it. I forgot I sent that one too.
You sent
Oh.
that one, and there it is.
Yeah, so I think someone in chat asked me if I could go cross-eyed, like, so, and I was like, no, I can't, and I usually can't, and like
Oh,
for some
try to
reason,
you mean crush your eyes so
yeah,
they're
I can't cross my eyes. I
no.
don't know, no, I mean, no, see, I can't do it.
That's
But the
you,
one time I couldn't do it, but that was like a super overwhelming night. So like chat was very extremely generous and we ended up streaming for like 7 hours straight. Um and so I was kind of like getting delirious at that point. Um but I just thought that that was like I said, a really funny moment. And I think, like I said, there's like a lot of music, but I think there's a lot of like funny, fun moments. And I think that we all need a little bit of lightheartedness. And like you said, it's so much easier to just be yourself instead of try and be something because, like you said, it will get old, it will wear off. And that's literally the vibe of like me and like my brothers and my family. We're all just like a bunch of goofballs. Um, and so that's kind of like how it goes. So when I was sending you the clips, I wasn't entirely sure. Like when you were talking about like the copyright, I know Twitch has had a lot of things um, about not doing covers and stuff like that.
YouTube is that
So
way too.
yeah,
YouTube,
so that's why, because I mostly do covers. So I was like, I'm gonna like
yeah.
kind of steer away from that. So I wasn't
You
entirely sure what
It
to
gets
send in.
tricky, doesn't it? And you've been
It
learning too.
does.
We've had to, yeah, nothing copyrighted,
Hmm.
music copyrighted. Sometimes we'll have guests on that are actors, and they'll send clips from their television shows and different things, and you'll get some of that too. So even, you know, what's really crazy? Even if you sing a song live, but you play a track that's on like a music video or something and use the
Hmm.
backing track, it can actually recognize that backing track and the same thing happens. So we're very,
Yeah.
yeah, we're like you are. We're very good about that. Betty says, "Yeehaw!" from Nana and Papa. I love that. That is really, really cool. They're having a good time as well. Um, we have actually a couple of cool photos here too. We want to show along the way, and maybe you can take us through them.
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. So this was actually um, part of my college experience. So every semester you had to be in 3 ensembles, and this was actually in my country band. And part of our like final grade was we would work on about 20 to 30 songs as a band during the semester, work them up, and then go perform them actually at live venues around town. That's obviously me there in the middle. My professor, Pat McKee, he's over on the right with the electric guitar, Mr. Gimbals with the cowboy hat. And then on the left, that's actually my friend Josh Huser. We've been in school together since like middle school, and him and his brother actually started a band, and they're doing really well in the Texas area. They're actually going all over Texas now. So he went to college with me. We ended up in the same courses, and um, he does country music. They write their own songs, and so
Mm.
they're still pursuing music. And then this was, like I said, at one of our final performances at the end of a semester. So when I say I went to college for what I want to do, this is obviously a
Proof in the
great
pudding.
example. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and I
really.
definitely miss playing with a full band. Like now I just perform like by myself,
Yeah.
but I love that full band experience and connecting and all the different instruments and the harmonies. And yep, this was another semester. Um, and yeah, everybody still plays, everyone that I went to school with. And it's crazy to see like where all of us are at now. I think I don't know if this was my very last semester of college. I think it was.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, this was again with country band. The only ensemble I didn't do was rock. Um,
Yeah.
and then, so I did country, I did vocal tech, which was strictly a cappella. And then I did jazz band and I did an improv band, which was honestly just kind of like whatever genre you want, just pick a song.
Right.
Um, but this was another country band that I was in. I think that was my favorite. So,
That one's your favorite? Yeah.
mhm. Yep.
And you got the red, white, and blue on and everything. I love it. I love
Yep.
it.
That was at the backyard in Waco. They've actually had a lot of big names going through there. Like it's been growing, and Waco's been growing as like a musical town too, which I think is really, really awesome.
In Texas,
So,
too, and Austin,
mhm.
Texas, too. I was on
Mhm.
a TV shoot with PBS, and we just walked from our hotel just a block or two, and there's that whole strip with all of those music venues with the doors wide open and every genre of music and food and people just having a great time. That's become like Nashville has
Mhm.
here in the States. Of course, New York, LA, Chicago, but Nashville has become such a big hub, and Austin, Texas as well. Really amazing. Have you been to Austin?
I've driven through it and gone to
Yeah,
the airport there.
yeah,
I didn't really travel a whole lot growing up just because we had like a bigger family and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Right.
It kind of makes me wish that I would have, but I
Well, maybe
also
one day
moved
you'll be
here.
on tour there. You never
Yeah,
know, right?
I moved here when I was 19, the day after I graduated college. So I didn't really have much of like a more like adult freedom to just travel and just
Yeah,
go wherever I wanted to. But
yeah, no,
I
right.
definitely would love to. Yeah, one of my new sisters lives there. My dad got remarried last year, and my sister lives down in Austin. So I think it'd be cool to kind of go hang out with her and be like, hey, what are some cool places to go and stuff like that. So.
Your dad says Kristen has a new baby.
Oh, Kirsten, yeah, she
Oh,
was the girl standing next to
Kirsten, yeah,
me.
Kirsten.
Yeah, she was
Wow.
standing next to me. She actually married one of the guys that was in the audio majors in college with us. They got married and now they have a baby, and he's still doing music and stuff too. So it's really cool to see
That
them
is
come from that
cool.
program together. Yeah.
Absolutely. A couple more photos and then we'll have you do something live too. She's going to perform live,
Yes.
gang. Where was this? That's cool.
Okay, so this was right after I moved to Buffalo. It was definitely really intimidating moving to a new town where my friends didn't get to just kind of pull me right into the music scene. So since I was in college, I had friends that were doing music. So they're like, hey, come play this venue with me and then you can book your own show. So this was right when I moved to Buffalo. Didn't really know anybody.
So moved from Texas to Buffalo.
Yeah,
So
when I was 19.
So Waco, that area is really your
That's my home.
birthplace.
Yeah.
That's the hometown is Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so you went from the hot weather to snow country.
Yeah, I had never even seen snow till I was 19, and I was so excited for
So
it.
for somebody who hasn't seen it, to go to Buffalo,
and drive
lake
in
effect,
it.
the lake effect
Yes.
snow.
Yeah. So once New Year's hit, I was like, all right, that was cool for the holidays. Can we be done now? And it's like, no, we're gonna
No.
wait till like April or May and then
At
we'll warm it up
least.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this picture, they actually announced on the radio that they were doing, it was through like the country radio station. They were hosting a country concert festival thing, and they were going to have someone sing the national anthem to open it.
Yeah.
And you started off by sending in a video submission. I actually have the national anthem video on my YouTube channel. So that's the one that I sent in. And from there, they picked the top 10.
Look at this. Wait, look at this. Wait a minute. You can't just slide that in. Look at the size of that. Tell us about
that. My Twitch chat named this the pig. And it was funny. They had the same reaction. So I pulled my water jug out, and it's a hydro jug. It's a half gallon. I drink 2 a day. And I just drank so much water, I got sick of filling up my water bottle. So I just got one of these. But yeah, so I drink about a gallon of water a day.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And
that's
that's
really
where
good for the vocal cords too.
Yeah, that's where my pig emote comes from too, because they call this the pig.
And Daddy-O says Samantha was born in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful area, Cheyenne. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the Air Force when I was born. So I was born there, and then we moved to Texas. I think I was like 1.5 or almost 2. So I technically wasn't born in Texas.
Yeah, you went from Cheyenne too. I've never been to Wyoming. That's one place I haven't been. I was close. I was very close. I was on a TV shoot in Colorado and Denver, and I saw, just go straight up and you're in basically there. We were actually at Red Rocks. I don't know if you've ever been to Red Rocks. It's beautiful there in the Denver area, that music venue. Incredible. If you ever get to Red Rocks, you'll fall in love with it. It's just an absolutely incredible place. Piggy, LOL, Piggy, be happy. He's very happy with the Piggy. And LOL, nobody lets you get away with that. Yeah. I mean, when you sort of bring that big thing in and she takes a sip of it, it's kind of like,
Oh, it's funny. I don't carry a purse. I carry a backpack because I bring my water jug with me everywhere. People, if I pick them up, like if I'm driving and I go pick up my friend, they're like, you literally bring that everywhere, because it'll be like in the floorboard of my passenger seat. I'm like, yeah, like it's almost like a security blanket. Like I don't go anywhere without my water. So yeah, everyone kind of picks on me about it. And like, I don't even think twice about it. I'm like, wait, that's not normal. It's like, no, it's not.
People don't just normally do that. Well, you know who loved seeing Piggy, right? Kermit loved seeing Piggy. There you go.
There you go.
Match made in heaven on the Jim Master Show Live. Match made in heaven.
That's amazing.
Isn't that funny? So you want to perform something live for us too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Boy, they're really revealing a lot about you tonight. This has been the first time ever since you have not gone so long without a let's see.
Break.
I was gonna say it's breakfast break or
no. So usually
well, if you do need to step out, if you do need to step out with all the water, you can step out and I can chat with everybody and then you can go back. So if you do need to, just let me know, because we've had people do that. We've seen a lot of empty chairs of our guests. Somebody goes to get their Oscar. A little kid runs in and they have to take care of the kid, or the cat jumps on their lap, or they go to get a book or something. So then we'll see the empty chair. And I have a collection of so many episodes where we see the guest's empty chair that the viewers have said, Jim, you should do a whole episode where we just see the empty chairs of the guests and we guess which guests sat in that empty chair. And then it's cool. They want to see the chairs. That is funny. Hey, it's Johnny now. You got Kirsty bringing that jug everywhere, and I always kick it in the floorboard on accident all the time. And Be Happy loves it. Alessandra says Kermit and Piggy, Lovities. Haha, Jim, you're right. I need one too. And I love this. And Samantha, what does your chair look like? See, the Lovities want to know the chair.
I just got it. I just got
There
it
it is.
yesterday.
There's the guest chair. Here we go, folks. Drum roll.
It's just a little white wheelie chair.
Very nice. A white wheelie chair. A wheelie chair. I like that.
Yeah.
A wheelie chair. Taylor, drink water for me too, because I don't drink water at all. Jane doesn't. I know I should be better at it too myself. That's such a great idea. I use the guest chair. I know that's what happened. New chair. Yep, new chair. You're seeing it. The chair you're seeing for the very first time, folks. And when something happens for the very first time, gang, on the Jim Masters Show Live, we actually have a special graphic for that. We call it a world premiere exclusive. So that was the world premiere exclusive of Samantha Taylor's new chair, debuted on her very first guest appearance on a talk show.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. Fun night tonight. Having a good time. This is what our shows are always like. So you want to do something live for us, right?
Yeah. So
What would you like to share with us?
I do have a song that I'm working on getting recorded right now.
Cool.
It's not released yet, but it's also one that I wrote a little while back. So I did long distance for 4 years, actually. So I wrote this song while I was still living in Texas, going through long distance, and I couldn't sleep one night, so I wrote a song about what long distance feels like. So I will grab my guitar, and as y'all saw in the clip, my guitar's name is Paisley.
Paisley.
So-
Is that, you said, a Taylor guitar?
Yes.
Very nice. All right. Lots of comments coming in. Lysandra says your family and friends are a hoot, Samantha.
Yes, we are. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And
Q-Lead. Hey.
yeah, and so it's Q-Lead. We're here supporting you, Samantha. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thanks for joining us on the Jim Master Show Live. That is our super chat. You got a nice, bold, sort of yellowish color. And I'd like to personally thank you, Q-Lead, for doing that. That's really, really beautiful. That helps our series. We do these shows 7 days a week live. Tomorrow, we have 2 episodes of the Jim Masters Show Live. We're on live at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. And then our regular time, you can find us normally 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific live is when the Jim Masters Show Live is on. If you ever miss an episode, you can see it archived on YouTube. And tomorrow night, we have a celebrity personal trainer on, who is a personal trainer for a lot of Hollywood celebrities. That's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And Miss America 2012 is on the Jim Masters Show Live tomorrow night too. Lots of great guests. So Q-Lead, thanks for the super chat. I love that. Hi, friends. You're now a Lovity on our show, gang, right? Lovities. Let's welcome Q-Lead as a Lovity. Awesome as ever. Excellent. I love that Q-Lead. I love that. I love people's handles, like their profile names, stuff like that. I don't know about you, but people think I made up the name Jim Masters. They think because I work in TV and radio and everything, I picked that name out of the hat. Like it's too smooth or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's the real, that's my name. I'm the fifth James, my dad, all the way back. It's the real name. I didn't make it up. And Samantha Taylor's your name, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my actual name. No, that's actually one of the hardest parts about streaming for me is like when people follow, and I really try to thank everyone that comes in and joins the stream. And a lot of times, especially when people are from like other countries, like and they're in different languages, sitting there trying to pronounce them sometimes, I just seem like such a goofball, and I know I'm butchering their names. And one of my mods, I still don't know how to say his name right, but
I've
he knows
had
that I'm
that
addressing
too.
him. So I'm like, you know what? They know that they're being recognized, and like I get so nervous and intimidated to say them, but I'm like, well, I want to
I've
thank them,
tried.
so it's
Yeah.
okay. So
But
yeah, I
hey,
definitely know that.
yeah, and you give it a shot, and they appreciate that they're you're acknowledging them, and like you see, we do that. I'm very interactive, and I love bringing in viewers. We could have easily pre-recorded this and filmed it, and not had any interaction with viewers and all that. But I'm very big about bringing people in, and we're all experiencing the energy live at the same time. I've always been like that, and it's just so cool, and it makes what we do so unique and so special. So let's hear some great music. I love it. I love it. And Alessandra is welcoming Q Lead to the family, the Lovity family. We love that. Alessandra says, Q Lead, come back to the other shows here. Lorenzo says, Samantha, I probably said that really wrong. Taylor.
That's who I'm talking about. That's not his
Oh,
Twitch name, though. Yeah.
and how do you, Arduini? Is that how you would say his last name? Arduini?
Well,
Arduini?
I don't know, but his Twitch handle is completely different. So it's a completely different name on Twitch, and
Oh,
I
I
still say it.
have some viewers that are on our Facebook page, but then on YouTube, there is a different, totally different. We have one of the is in San Diego, California, and totally different. So I don't know what when he's watching. Sometimes I've done some of these on Facebook too. Like I'll do pop-up shows too, where it's just me chatting with the viewers. It's not even a guest. You just chat with the viewers and surprise. They don't even know that we're doing a pop-up show. I just surprise them, and then all of a sudden everybody starts flooding in, like you've seen with yours. And he's the viewers one name on Facebook and a totally different name on YouTube. So I'll call him based on whatever he's viewing from, because maybe that day that's what he feels like, as being that person. Your mom loves seeing the interaction. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Lorenzo says, yeah, on mobile, I am my other YT account still at work. Oh, it's
Oh
Hi,
my gosh.
Shandel. All right. Good stuff. So time for more music with our friend Samantha Taylor here on the show. And take it away, my friend. Live on
All
the
right.
Jim Master Show Live.
Yeah, hopefully. Can you hear the guitar at all?
Sounds great. Yeah, sounds really nice.
Okay, cool.
The Taylor guitar with Samantha Taylor. How perfect.
People ask if that's why I picked out the guitar, and I was like, no, I just really liked it.
It just speaks to you. That's it. It's got a beautiful sound. All right, take it away, Samantha.
Baby, you're so far away tonight. It's being alone. It can't be right. I ache for your loving touch. My empty hand is missing your clutch as I kiss your ghost. Good night, and I'll tell myself I'll be alright. When can I finally open my eyes and see you right here, right by my side? I guess not today, 'cause I still feel the pain. So I'll fall asleep as I whisper your name. I'll whisper your name. I would do anything to be where you are. I spend my nights wishing on every star. The days are long and lonely without you by my side. I can't count the tears that I'll cry as I kiss your ghost. Good night, and I'll tell myself I'll right by my side. I guess not today, 'cause I still feel the pain. So I'll fall asleep as I fade into a dream where the distance disappears, where I can kiss your lips through the sweetest of tears, where I can feel the breath of your I love you's warm on my skin, and planes will never take me away from your embrace again. When can I finally open my eyes and see you right here, right by my side? I guess not today, 'cause I still feel the pain. So I'll fall asleep as I When can I finally open my eyes and see you right here, right by my side? I guess not today, 'cause I still feel the pain. So I'll fall asleep as I whisper your name. I'll whisper your name. I'll whisper your name. I'll whisper your name.
Wow. That is beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. Nicely done. Nicely done, my friend. You sing that with such heart and soul and such passion, you know? And I want to show you some of the comments coming in from the Lovedies. They've been pouring in, the Lovedies, and of course, the Taylorites. The Lovedies and the Taylorites blending together here on the show. Lorenzo still with us. Can't get over how hauntingly pretty this one is. Almost outer worldly. Wow, I love that description. Outer worldly. Claps from NFFC. Well, C50. It's got smiles and care. Claps from NFFC. Wowee. You got a wowee from Sweden from our lovely Jane watching. And Be Happy is as happy can be. Look at that. Straight across, Be Happy. It is Sis, and that is from Mom. Wowee from Alice.
Yeah, that's the short version of like his handle. So that's yeah. I say it wrong, but that's like what most people call him is Sis, the short version, and I still say the whole thing, but I just say it wrong.
Is that Lorenzo's?
Yeah, that's him.
Ha ha ha! Erwin took me 5 seconds to understand. That is funny. Having fun on the Jim Master Show live tonight. Ginger snaps out. Netherlands says lovely with lots of claps. And love that, love that, love that. Such a sweet voice from Mary Bishop. In Florida, Pine Island, Florida, Kathleen Walker in New York City says so lovely with claps. Juanita's still with us. She's a trooper. It's late into the hour. It's already way into tomorrow in South Africa. And love it, Juanita. She says absolutely beautiful. She already did a wowee earlier. And Deborah Green says, so very beautiful, Samantha. You are incredible. Lots of hearts from Mom, of course. Loving support of Mom. And lots of coolness coming in from Netherlands with Ginger Snaps Out. Sherry Larson in Kansas. Beautiful. You have such a sweet, soothing voice. Craig, of course. Aloha in Hawaii. Craig Ghostwriter 556 says all kinds of beautiful emojis here. Your mom says it's a beautiful song. NFFC, while you were playing, was swaying. I didn't know. Wow, but I love the song already. Really beautiful stuff coming in here. Beautiful song, beautiful voice, and the song speaks to me. T-Bomb 50. Welcome, T-Bomb 50.
Timmy! That's my little brother. He's at my
Oh,
aunt's
that's your
house right now.
brother?
He's the one in town.
It's Timmy.
Yep.
Hey, Timmy. Good to have you with us, Timmy. Welcome
He
to the
knows this
show. Subscribe to our channel. We would love it, Timmy. Tell all your friends about the Jim Master Show. I feel like I've heard this one before, probably a couple of times, right? In rehearsal. Cares coming in from C50. Jane in Sweden. Hearts, claps, smiles, all kinds of cool stuff as well. And your dad says, I put 10 different guitars in her lap while she was blindfolded. Paisley won. I love that. That is cool. Deborah Green says the chat family shows a picture of who at Jim Masters TV and Samantha R. That's really cool. I love it. Yeah, you learn about yourselves. You learn about our guests. You learn about the host. I think it's great. Be Happy says you got this. Sway Bunnies. Maureen in Arizona. I honestly can't get enough of this sweet voice. Maureen is one of our fabulous lovities. She loves this. And Ginger Snap Out says we played Phasmophobia last night, so I was laughing at his hauntingly comment. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Do you
I was
want to
playing
play
games
something?
with my mods last night. So
Were you?
we were playing a ghost hunting game like was super late last night. So that's why it made him laugh.
Big lovely
Yeah.
hug to everyone from Alessandra, one of our famous JMS lovely hugs. And hi, Timmy from Craig in Hawaii, who's one of our lovelies too and loves you as well. Want to play something else for us?
Well, I don't have another one done. So I have, well, okay. So actually I like halfway lied. So,
Halfway line.
so there's a song
That's just called a fib then. When it's
Yeah.
not a full lie, it's just a fib.
It's just a little white lie.
Just a little fib.
But yeah, so I actually had the honor of co-writing with other streamers. Oh, bye, Craig. Thanks for watching.
Yes,
awesome.
thank you very much, Craig, and everybody.
But yeah, he wait. Okay, yeah, there's another couple that also streams on Twitch. Their names are Johnny and Heidi, and they actually lived in Nashville for a long time, and they're professional songwriters. Like they've written Grammy Award-winning songs, and like they've worked with so many amazing people, and they're incredible songwriters. And they asked if I wanted to do a co-write with them, and I was like, well, I've never really done anything like that before, but they're like, it's super chill, laid back. So we did a Zoom call, and they basically ended up teaching me like what their songwriting process was. Like they asked me to come in with like an idea of what I'd want to write a song about, and they actually wrote most of it. Yeah, so there is a song that we like kind of wrote together recently. But I'm still working on like how I kind of want to sing the bridge. So it's not like fully completely done yet, but they did an absolutely amazingly beautiful job writing the song. Yeah, it's an awesome song. I just don't know if I'm quite ready to sing it yet.
And with the copyright and all too, right?
Yeah, I don't want to.
If it gets copyrighted down the line, probably.
Right, yeah.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. We could always start singing Christmas tunes.
Yeah.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey.
Yeah, I wish
We did that. We'll have to have you come back during the holiday season, because some of our singing guests, we've done that. We've done sing-alongs. I've sung along with the guest, Christmas carols and everything. And it's a heck of a lot of fun. Really, really cool. Yeah. So you are obviously loving the ride. You're really, you know the blessings and joys in your life, and you know that what you do takes a lot of stamina. Any of these industries we're in takes a lot of stamina, and it takes a lot of heart and soul. And, because you're bearing your heart and soul, you're putting yourself out there. And, sometimes people can judge that too, and they can judge it. And, today, now more than ever, people can say just about anything on social media and not even realize sometimes it could be hurtful or whatever. But so you put yourself out there, and you just run with whatever it is. But
Mhm.
at the same time, if you're really loving what you're doing and you're passionate about it, and it's not even Christmas time yet. I know with the pandemic and everything we've had, so many people are like, I just want to hear Christmas music throughout the year just because it makes them feel good.
That means snow for me. That means snow. I used to love Christmas
Oh, well,
songs, and
you
I'm like,
are in
"Wait,
Buffalo. You are in
yeah,
Buffalo.
I
Yeah.
want Christmas in July." That'd be cool.
Your mother wants the Christmas songs.
Yeah. I like a
That's
lot of the
funny.
classic Christmas songs, like the more, like, jazzy type.
Red River Valley will not be trolled. I love that.
Yeah.
So, who are some of the artists and performers that you love that have always inspired you through the years? And this could be like a two-part question. Those that you've always admired, and it could be from a lot of genres of music, and those, and they could be one and the same, or maybe not, who you would dream of performing with, duetting with.
Oh, man.
It's like a
Okay.
two-part
So,
question.
yeah, so in the beginning, like, I grew up, I guess you could say, like, kind of sheltered. So, I mostly listen to like worship music and stuff like that. So when it comes to like pop and country music, the first ones that I was like able to listen to and like allowed to listen to, were Colby Calais and Taylor Swift. And I was, like I said, I was like 11 when I started playing guitar, and I was listening to them, and they both have the more like acoustic, softer sound. And so they inspired me a lot. And especially like Taylor Swift's like older stuff. And then I'm sure you're familiar with both of them, right?
Sure.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
Colby Calais more so. Um, but just she has like that warm, soft sound. Um, and so they're the ones that kind of made me really want to start playing. And luckily, a lot of their songs are both like pretty easy guitar chords and stuff like that. So I could actually grasp it as a beginner. Um, and so I wish Colby would put out more music because she's amazing. You know, she actually gets like stage fright and stuff. Like
Yeah.
yeah. And like it shocked me because I was like, how could someone with such a beautiful, amazing voice, like beautiful music, be like nervous?
A
But I
lot of
was like,
people. Barbara Streisand has had that over the
yeah.
years. A lot of top performers have, a little bit of that. Yeah, but still incredible performers, you
Mhm.
know?
But like as a young kid, like someone that like looked up and like thought, oh, these are like these great, amazing people, and it kind of made me realize, I was like, "Well, they're just people too, and it's okay to, like, have
Yeah.
different feelings, and it's okay to you don't have to be perfect to have something be obtainable, even though it seems, like, super far away." So it kinda just made it more relatable and human for me, even though
Yeah.
I was shocked to hear that. It was almost comforting in a way. Um, but yeah, so Taylor Swift and Colby Calais were, like, my first big inspirations. And then, now I and anyone that watches me on Twitch knows I love Casey Musgraves. Her lyrics are so clever, and hers are more, like, related to, like, real life stuff, I guess you could
Yeah.
say, like, a little bit more down to earth.
Hmm.
And so I love her music, and then I also love Ariana Grande just because,
Ariana,
like,
yeah.
her range is amazing, and it doesn't matter what I'm feeling, whether I'm happy, sad, like, if you turn on Ariana Grande, I can't be upset, like, you have to just start vibing and singing songs, and, like, you just I don't know. So,
Do you like some like the voice of like a Celine Dion and them, that sort of group, that genre?
yeah, they're, like, more like the powerhouses, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
I definitely admire them. Now this is where Twitch chat comes in again. Like, they've, like, requested me to sing songs that would require a little bit more power, and because of the pandemic, I really wasn't singing live shows like you mentioned as much, so my voice wasn't as strong as it was, like, when I was singing every day in college and stuff like that. So singing every day on
Like
Twitch.
Adele too. Adele has a
Oh,
powerful
yes.
voice. Yeah.
We sing "Rolling in the Deep." That one gets requested quite a bit in chat. Actually, one of my very first CDs I ever had, my mom's cousin gave me an Adele CD, so
Mm,
that was one of my very first. But yeah, like, that's something that I'm working on, is finding more of, like, that strength and power in my voice. Um, And that's
Yeah.
one thing I've had to learn. And again, this comes back to the confidence thing. It's not that I don't think that I'm capable of it, but I think it's from being in choir so long, being so afraid of hurting my voice
Right. Being very
that I
protective of it. Right.
yeah, and then being afraid. I don't want to say being afraid of myself, but like I can feel that there's more in there too, but I'm always scared to like push myself. But then Twitch chat, they're like, just go for it, just go for it. Wait, where's my water? There it is. And then um
Can't miss that.
yeah, but, like, just in like, it hasn't even been a year of streaming yet, and, like, the people that watch consistently are always saying that they can hear a difference in my voice just in, like, the few times that they've listened, and so I definitely wanna have more power just so you
Yeah.
can diversify and have more control over what you're doing and being able to convey more emotions, like, because if you can sing soft and loud, then you
Yeah.
can use the dynamics and everything, and, yeah, so
Anybody you'd like to duet with? Anybody on that dream list for Samantha?
I wanna sing with Chris Stapleton.
Chris, if you're watching,
Yeah,
shoot
I
us an
don't
email. Yeah.
I saw him front row. I just wanna sing Tennessee Whiskey with Chris Stapleton, like, one time. Yep,
Mm.
I wanna sing with him, and I wanna sing with Kane Brown, and I wanna sing with Ariana, and I wanna sing with Casey, and probably Maren Morris too.
Your mom
Yeah,
says you
I
like
just
you.
wanna sing with
It's a good
everybody.
list. Yeah, it's a nice
And then
list.
I also really love Pink, and I love
Yeah,
Pink
your mom says
because
that. She likes Pink
oh,
too. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, so I just love how raw and real she is.
Yeah.
I just can't I mean, now she's a real powerhouse too, like, her new
Yeah.
song that just came out, That's All I Know So Far, I was like, yeah, I'm probably hopefully gonna be
So
covering it soon, but it's just it's incredible, and it's almost like I wanna have, like, that same effect that, like, she has on people with the songs that she sings, because I felt like she sang that for me right now, even though she didn't, she doesn't know I exist, but I think
you
it's
never
really
know. Could be
cool.
watching the Jim Masters
I
show
was about to say
live.
maybe someday,
You never
but
know.
like I said, the power of music, like, if I could even just meet her, like, maybe not sing with her because, like, she's, like yeah, super strong and super I don't know where I'd fit with that, but if I could just meet her and hug her, I'd be like, "That'd be awesome."
Want to give her a lovety hug, right? One of the lovety hug.
Yes, yes, and just give her all the love in the hug. I love it.
Colby collab.
I
Sing
love
Rolling in the Deep. Love that song. Uh, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Beautiful. Perfect. So, what do you have coming up? What are some things that are coming up for you, Samantha, that people, um, can learn about? I mean, obviously, I would imagine at some point you would probably love, as you're recording and making music, you can see a tour eventually, right? You'd probably like to go and tour the country, and
Oh,
whenever when we can do all those kinds of things. It's like a dream of
yeah.
yours too, right?
Yeah, so, we actually have, like, we had a joke in Twitch just because, like I said, most of the people that watch are, like, overseas. They're like, "You can just come couch surfing and perform all over the world." They're like, "You're gonna have a world tour before, a US tour." I was like, "That'd be totally fine," because I've wanted to travel, like, so much. But no, I think it would be amazing, like, if I could get out either an EP and maybe open for somebody or have a whole
Yeah,
album. I think that would be amazing. That would be awesome end goal. Because like I said, I love the stage and, like, connecting in person with everybody.
yeah.
In the meantime, I'm just, like, trying to book local shows here in Buffalo. I have, like, 3 new ones, um that I booked this last week. I had a place I was regularly playing over the summer. I'm going to keep posting covers on YouTube. We just hit 3,000 followers, I think last week.
Very
So that was really
nice.
cool.
Congratulations. And that's
Thank
I
you.
know myself, that's not so an easy task, right? You just got to keep putting out the material, and people, if they enjoy it, they'll come along for the ride, right?
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I just kind of was like doing it for fun. And like I still am, obviously,
Yeah.
but
You're enjoying
um,
it.
yeah, and so I'm gonna be posting on YouTube. I think the cool thing about YouTube, um, well, at least like just like the regular videos, is that I can layer the harmonies and stuff like that. So, and that's where you can be more of a perfectionist.
Are
Whereas
you one?
streaming, yeah, a little bit. And I
It's
like to
funny.
do everything. I like to do everything
Yeah,
myself.
I know.
Like I'm
So,
like a control freak, you know?
well, I have something for you that could help with that because I've dealt with that too. And some of our guests have, and usually when I ask that, they'll go, yes, like they're very, very quiet about it. But it drives you. It drives you. So what I
Yeah.
tell people is some of my inspirational talk here. I say what might be a little bit more relieving, relaxing, allow you to breathe, from the diaphragm more and more liberating for you
Yeah.
is to, instead of saying striving for perfection, because sometimes that creates such a burden and puts you in a box. Say that, and I told this a couple of folks. I said, change the word to this because I get what you're talking about, but change the word to this. I'm striving for excellence. And just by switching out perfection for excellence, all of a sudden, and some of my friends, they're Broadway people, they're television people, actors, whatever, TV hosts, all of this. And no matter what they do, I'll just say, change out the word, lose perfection, add in excellence, swap it out, and see what happens. And like, my God, just even changing that, I can breathe. It's like a burden has been lifted. So
Yeah.
maybe use the word for yourself. Everybody has their own thing, but a little helpful hint here maybe is somebody who's gone through that is say excellence because it's similar. It's similar, but it's more liberating. You can breathe. You don't feel like you're boxing yourself in. Kind
I
of a
love
cool.
that.
That's a gym master's tip. Free of
Well, thank
charge, no
you.
copay.
Well, I will keep that
Excellence.
one in here. I love that. And the other thing too is like another reason that I have a hard time saying that like I'm a perfectionist is because I compete with myself. I don't really compete with other people. So, especially with music because everyone's so different. So, it's like, I just want to make the next video better than the one that was before.
Yeah.
Um and so I don't like to compare myself to other people, and I don't really like to be compared to other people because
Right.
it's like music is a creative thing, it's an expressive thing. It's like we're not supposed to be the same. You don't want to sound the same as everyone else because that's boring. You don't want to hear the same song on the radio a million times in a row. So, and also too with music, it's difficult because there's so many different aspects of it. There's the singing, there's the writing, there's the recording, there's the mixing, there's the promoting, and like right now, like I'm pretty much just starting out on the original music part. Um, and so obviously, like I'm not a professional on my own, and I know that it just takes
Yeah.
making the right connections with who's actually good at those different
Yeah.
aspects. But there's
Right.
also a sense of being able to let go of that and trust someone with that piece of work that you've created. But the thing is also knowing that they would do a better job at that because they've studied that. That's where they're passionate, and so that's something that I'm trying to do is to get connected with other people that could help bring it to life and therefore make it more effective in the streaming studio version. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that I'm having to learn. And also having the confidence to be like, hey, I wrote this song. Would you want to work with me on it, on, producing it or whatever? Or would you want to write with me? It does take a lot of courage and confidence, even if, I definitely fake it till you make it, you know? So it's like if you just tell yourself long enough, you might surprise yourself and then be like, you know what, that actually worked. Or their response might be better than you thought that it would be, because a lot of times I'm like, oh, it's just me. Like, I'm nobody. Why would they want to work with me? But if you have that mentality, then you're never going to do anything. Like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you just believe in yourself for 5 seconds, you don't know where it'll get you. Like even with streaming, like I was nervous because the technology part, and now it's my full-time job. And you know, like you said,
Yeah.
you don't feel like you're working a day in your life, and it's just, yeah. So that when I
Yeah.
say perfectionist, I mean like just I definitely have some grace with myself.
Which
Just
is
because I'm
good.
trying to do so
Right.
many different things at once. Because it's like if you
Right.
try to be perfect at everything, you'll never get anything done. You'll never get anything out. So, and that comes along with being honest with who you are, and just at some point being like, okay, this is good enough. Post it, let it out, and move on to the next thing, because
Right.
you'll never do anything else if you keep working on the same thing. So
Right.
just a
It's
lot
like
of
editing.
learning.
You know, if you do editing, whether it's print or video or anything,
Mhm.
you can really get bogged down with editing to the point where I've had these conversations with other guests where sometimes you want to edit it so perfectly that you edit all the good stuff out, and then the heart and soul of whatever it is sort of watered down, and it's no longer there because it's so perfectly edited and shortened and everything else. So sometimes having the grace and the little freedom, uh, to not be as hard on yourself could be a very valuable thing, because sometimes some of the most cool things are things where we didn't necessarily uh, edit it out or edit
Mhm.
it as much. We
Yep.
were a little freer. Hey, Babette says, and she's one of our fabulous lovelies here too. Thank you very much. Incredibly special. Illuminating voice. Do not lose your passion. I love that. And Alessandra says, when there is a lot to do, be patient and it will all get done. That is so true.
Mhm.
That is so true. It's cool stuff. So, you're enjoying the ride. It's really been a blessing, and the blessings and joys, right? What are some of
Yeah.
those blessings and joys in your life that continue to inspire you to do what you do and continue on this trek of creating great music?
It's crazy because I feel like life gives it to you
Yeah.
literally when you need it.
Yes.
And it's almost like, I don't want to say, because it's there in the happy moments too, but it's almost like when everything else seems to be kind of falling apart,
Yeah.
the music is always there, or there's someone there that says something. And it doesn't even have to be like people that you know. It could be one of my friends showing up to one of my shows. It could be my family being there, or it could be a comment on YouTube that someone thinks I'm never going to see. I'm like, I saw that and you didn't know I needed to hear that, but I did. Or like like I said, Twitch chat. I know I keep referring to them, but they literally changed my life like within these not even year. Um but it's just the people around you, because like I said, there's some days, because music is very intimidating, there's so many people doing it, there's so many different voices that want to be heard. And I've come to realize, like, even if I never make it, big or anything like that, just being able to have the freedom to do what I love, even if it, just pays the bills and that's all, that's fine with me, because I I love it. And it's, I don't know, I feel like I'm a very emotional person, so feeling life will always be a thing, and it's a safe, good outlet. And so I think just seeing love, and that being a safe space to let myself feel whatever it is at that moment, I think that's what helps keep me motivated. Because otherwise I just sit in my head too long. And
Right.
I,
And
I need the
yeah, that can.
music.
Right,
So
exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
and that can easily happen. Right, exactly. So what do you do? How do you train your voice? What do you do to prepare your voice? Do you have a certain, obviously you drink a lot of water and that's really,
Yeah,
really good. What
that's
else
a
do you
huge
do?
part.
Yeah, yeah, the water's, you got to hydrate. And sometimes so many times I will have a cup of tea, or green tea is also good tea, but I'll
Yeah.
make a cup of coffee or something like that, or tea, and the audience laughs because I always tell them about it. the phone will ring or emails will come in or texts, or I have to go on the air live or something in my day job. And I'll make this nice cup of coffee or this tea. I'll put it down and I'll end up having to reheat it like 3
Yes, because it's
times.
cold.
So now what I do is I start out by not even heating the thing up. It's iced coffee because I know that if I heat it up, it's going to become iced coffee.
Yeah.
But drinking the water, really good. Do you do physical exercises? Do you do different things as well to prepare yourself? Because I know myself as a vocalist and as somebody on the air, no dairy products, no milk and things like that before you're going to use your voice. What are some other things you do, Samantha?
So, like you said, the water, and with the water, I drink room temperature water. I don't like ice water anyway
They
because it
say it's
hurts
the
my teeth,
best.
but
It
yeah.
constricts the cords too. It
Mhm.
makes the cords close up. Room temperature is
Mhm.
ideal.
Yeah, so it works that I like it that way. And then when it comes to actual vocal warm-ups, I used to do them every single day in choir, and so I think that helped me learn like where to place notes and how to, navigate my voice. The hard thing is though is like now I need to get back into the discipline of doing it, but I really don't warm up before my streams and stuff. I usually will just pick, well, usually Chat's very kind, and they'll pick like an easier song that will kind of get me into warming up. It's like I'll just have like a warm up song. It's just a song that we take a little easier. Um, but then I really love doing cardio. I was in cross country in high school.
Oh, that's cool.
So I
Yeah,
think that
that's
really
really
helped
good.
with my lung capacity. Um, so yeah, I used to run a lot more. I'm starting to get a little bit into like weightlifting and stuff, but cardio is still always my favorite. I like the stair machine and I like the elliptical because I actually got shin splints from running so much. So I try to do more low impact, but I love cardio. Like you said, drinking a lot of water. And I don't really like milk. I actually use almond milk anyways.
So do I.
So
Yeah,
that helps
almond milk.
with
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Um,
You probably
and
don't. You try not to like strain your voice or yell. I also have a friend who is an opera singer in New York, and she won't go outside when it's too cold,
Mhm.
especially if there's a performance coming up either that day or maybe within the next couple of days. She'll make sure she stays away from the cold because that has a certain effect on the voice that can last, a little bit too.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like if I go to like a sporting event or if I'm watching another friend play live music, like I'll clap and I want to cheer so bad.
You want to, yeah.
But a lot of times I'm like, I can't do it though because I'm gonna regret it. Because it does hurt my voice. And then another thing that I've heard is like when you're talking, I guess, and this is like my natural talking voice. It has been my whole life. I've actually had people be like, why don't you talk with your real voice? Why are you talking like in a high voice like that? I'm like, what do you mean? This is my voice. But I guess that's a good thing because they say if you place your voice higher in your speaking voice, it's not so harsh. Because I guess talking is harsher on your voice than singing if you sing correctly. Um, and actually, when you lose your voice, whispering is apparently even harder on your vocal cords. So it's when you're on vocal rest, you're really just not supposed to talk, which is very hard for me. But yeah, so I guess having just a higher place speaking voice has been to my benefit, and I didn't even know it. But yeah, like some people talk like with more like in like a throaty voice, I guess,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
I guess not good, but I lucked out with that, so that's a good thing.
You know what you don't have that is popular a little bit? It actually drives me crazy is
Uh,
because I've studied voice for years and you don't have it. Um, it, I've studied voice is this new thing. You've probably heard it, vocal fry,
yeah.
where it's like, we're going to
Oh
go
my
to this.
god.
Oh my God. We're going to go to the
Yeah,
store. My friend's
yeah,
coming over. We're going to go
yeah. Like
shopping.
that really sassy sounding, like, oh my god, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then there's the up talk where it goes like, "We're gonna go to the store. we're going to go shopping. We're going to go here. We're going to go. It's like everything ends. Like I was always taught, you always end down, because it also, when you end down, it projects more confidence, and it finishes the sentence more. But this up talk and then the vocal fry, and you hear it in a lot of commercials now too, like this, just so they like this, and people will say, well, that's a resonance. And I'm like, no, that's not resonance. Resonance is like, when you're going, tonight live, that's like a resonance. But
Yeah.
when it's just like, and I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I'm glad I don't have that. It's
No,
funny 'cause
you
I don't even
don't. You've
think
got a
about it.
very pleasant speaking voice, as well as singing voice. You have a pleasant speaking voice as well,
Well, cool.
which is
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, which is terrific,
Means a lot coming from a speaker.
From a speaker, from an announcer, a
Professional
host.
speaker.
Yeah. Yes, Alessandra, vocal fry is just awful sounding. I know, a great sounding. It makes you want to just sort of like, I don't know, throw
Like
something
nails
across
on
the
the
room.
chalkboard.
Yeah, the nails in the chalkboard. This was awesome, my friend. You were amazing. And do you know that we've talked, chatted, conversed, entertained, and inspired on JMS Live and Up Talk is annoying too. Right on, Alessandra, same page. For just about 2 hours and 45 minutes live. It doesn't feel like it, right? Every guest says it doesn't feel like it. It
Oh my
is
gosh.
Eastern time. We started our show at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is now 10:45. Doesn't
Wow.
feel like it, right? No,
No. Oh
that's
my gosh,
perfect.
this was awesome.
Every guest that comes on loses track of time. And I always ask them in the beginning, because initially I said I was going to do an hour show with all of these shows, and
Yeah.
people then asked, Jim, you're going to do this just during the pandemic? Because a lot of people have said this has helped them through the pandemic as well. And I said, well, this is the kind of work I do anyway professionally. And I said, we'll just let it ride, and if it continues to grow and build, and people are enjoying what we're doing, we'll just keep going with it. And every show is something different, and every episode is something different. And I've had these conversations where I ask the guests, how much time do you have? Do you have to be anywhere? Do you have a jet being fueled? Do you have a limo waiting outside to take you somewhere? And they're all like, no, let's let it ride. So, we just let it ride, and amazing things happen as a result. Freestyle, warm, conversational. And I would say the longest, there is a show that is in the record books. People tell me I should enter these shows into the Guinness Book of Record, but the longest one of these we've done, which I didn't even know it was going to go that long, but it's really cool, and people can see it on our YouTube channel archive, was 6 hours.
Wow.
and me here in the chair, I didn't get up, and our guest didn't get up. And our guest was actor Scott Schwartz. Scott Schwartz was in the movie. He played the little rich kid in the movie The Toy with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason, very popular movie. And he was the kid who got his tongue stuck on the pole in A Christmas Story.
Oh.
Yes, the actor Scott Schwartz. He just wanted to converse. He wanted to open up. It was like the beginning of the pandemic. He was in his backyard in his house in California. He's originally from the East Coast, from New Jersey. And it was a 6-hour episode of the Jim Master Show, and it was epic. And even after the 6 hours, he still had more he wanted to say. But it was really, really cool. Juanita says, this was a great conversation. Well done, Samantha. And, to have gone and rolled with almost 3 hours for the first time ever doing this, on a live show, international, everybody commenting. We didn't rehearse what we're talking about. I don't do pre-questions, you didn't know what I was going to ask or what we were going to do or say. I know you've watched other episodes and you enjoy the show, and I appreciate that. But, it's all freestyle, and, you were absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Your dad says, hey, Jim, thanks for such an unforgettable experience This will always be a first. That will always appreciate. My pleasure, John. And I hope you will continue to watch us here on the Gym Master Show live now that you got a flavor for what we do, and check out some of the past episodes. We had some great guests. Marion Ross, who started as Mrs. Cunningham on Happy Days, was on our show, and so many others. Your grandma, Nana, says, great job, Samantha. Thank you, Jim. My pleasure. When I come to Waco, I want some nice pumpkin pie. Does she have a specialty? She said she's a pie person. Does she have like a specialty pies? I'm a pie guy and a soup guy. I love soups too.
She makes, she's so good at everything.
We're going to get hungry now. We got a food crowd here.
We always talk about food on my streams, and everyone picks on me because I eat so much food on stream. But
you eat during the stream? Yeah, I love that.
Well, sometimes,
yeah.
Well, when I do my lunchtime stream, sometimes I get hungry if I don't eat first.
Yeah.
and then I eat food. I'm like, sorry guys, I'm gonna get hangry if I don't eat.
Oh, chocolate and coconut cream. Yes. Your dad says chocolate and coconut cream. Betty Taylor, I put my order in now. Oh, that sounds good. Thank you. Oh, I love that. Ginger snaps out. I'm ever since I saw that, I'm craving ginger snaps. I'm a cookie guy too. I love cookies. Thanks indeed, Jim. You did a nice interview. Loved it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Q Lead says, just casually an entire pack of Oreos. Do you ever dip them in the milk?
Coffee?
Oh,
dip them in black coffee. It's like having coffee
I like
and dessert at once.
Oh, and I've been, because I have these coffees that keep getting reheated, and I'm doing the ice stuff. So I like a nice cold brew coffee. So I'm going to get some Oreos and I'm going to dip them in the cold brew coffee. I like it.
You will not regret it.
Pies with mountains of calf slobber. That's interesting.
You're talking about the meringue?
Is that, yeah, for those on the coasts and not in the middle, calf slobber? What is that? Do you know? Is that like a, you seem stunned too.
No.
It's like we're on a game show. Do we want to phone a friend? It's like a trivia question, and I am filling in for the other host, and this is.
I guess I'm not going to be a millionaire today because I don't know the answer.
he was a friend of mine, Regis.
Oh, that's awesome!
He's a great host, and you know who else I got a chance to chat with? Florence Henderson, who played Carol Brady on the Brady Bunch, Mrs. Brady. My God, when I chatted with her, and that wasn't on this show, that was at a gala event in Connecticut. I dissolved into being like a little 11-year-old boy again.
Oh, see, that's awesome. You probably
she sat on my lap.
See her. Oh,
because there was these, you know how the photographers have everybody get together and squeeze in. So she was in this white pantsuit, looked beautiful as ever, and they had her sit on my lap because everybody had to squeeze in. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm holding up Mrs. Brady from the Brady Bunch. I'm holding up Carol Brady. It was so incredible. Okay. Your father described what that is. See, you learned something new. You always learn something new on the Gym Master Show live. And your mom says, thank you for inviting Samantha on your show. It was a wonderful experience. Great job, Samantha. The pleasure is all mine. And Nana makes a very tall and delicious meringue. Ooh, very tall. I like that. And Alessandra, see, now we've got the food crowd going. I did a whole 2-hour foodie festival show where we did recipes. I cooked a meal and ate it, a whole dinner. I did a St. Patrick's Day. I did a whole St. Patrick's Day thing. The whole set was green, and because I have Irish on my mother's side. It was really cool. Alessandra, North Carolina says, today I made tater tot casserole.
Do you have any leftovers?
I love mashed potatoes, and I love all potatoes. A tater tot casserole. I've never had that. Doesn't that sound good? Have you had it?
Tater tot casserole is so good.
That must be a southern thing because I'm here in the Northeast. I want to know about that. I love it. I love comfort food. I love comfort food. Yeah. Ginger Snaps Out tells us my name is because of the movie Ginger Snaps. Two sisters who became werewolves. Now we know. You guys are the best, as are you, Samantha. And this was really a treat. This was really fantastic. I hope with your cast of characters there and our cast of characters here and our cast of characters watching, that you enjoyed yourself and that the show met whatever, expectations you had. It was really cool having you with us. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too.
This was an absolutely incredible experience. I had no expectations. I had no idea. I was actually a little bit nervous, but this was really super cool. It kind of makes you, it's these moments where you have to sit back and you're asking me questions and like I'm answering, but it's almost like I'm having to ask these questions to myself. I'm like, what am I focusing on? What am I doing? And it kind of helps you refocus. And like I was already like doing all these things anyway, but it kind of just reminds you what you're doing, what your focus is. And this was an awesome group in the chat tonight. And it was really cool like seeing our groups intertwine, because it really does
Yes.
have a very similar vibe, and I love that. So it's cool to see everybody getting together and both of us getting to meet each other. And it was just, I just love it. It's all community and it's all creative and happiness and very levity. I love it.
That's right.
I love it.
Exactly. That's what it is. Your dad says expectations exploded. Thank you very much, John. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. Oh, cool. I'm going to get the recipe for the tater tot casserole. I can't wait. And Alessandra said there's leftovers.
Sweet.
I love it. You did great for your first interview. Can't wait for next Twitch stream. Let's try to say that 5 times fast. Twitch stream. That's a difficult one to say even once.
Sometimes.
Samantha in Arizona, and she's fabulous. She rushes home to watch our show, and she is a nurse. She's been a nurse for a long time in the hospitals in Arizona, and first responders. God bless the first responders. She says, Samantha, thank you for being with us tonight. May your star continue to shine brightly. Be happy is as happy as can be. Love it. Good stuff. You guys are terrific. Thanks, everybody, for all these great comments. Alessandra says your Twitch group is now part of our lovely family. Merging of lots of positivity, and that's a really cool thing. I say to all the guests when we wrap up, I say, of course, thank you. But I also say, go get the circulation going and go stretch those legs.
Yes. And thank you, Jim. Thank you for everything that you do on this channel in general. Like, I know it means a lot to a lot of people, and people get introduced to people they would have never thought before. And I think that this is beautiful what you're doing, and all the time and the work that you put into all this. It's amazing. So thank you for doing all this and allowing me to be a part of it.
Pleasure is all mine. First time, but definitely not the last. We will keep the porch light on for you, my friend. And thanks for sharing your music. Thanks for sharing the authenticity and essence of who you are. Lots of laughs we had. People learned a little bit more about you. And don't know if you saw it earlier, Jim, but I like your bracelets. Oh, these here. I've collected these. There's 2 sets. I collected all of these on different places. Some are gifts, but some are from Europe, Florida, California, New York, different places. And I just started with one because somebody made one and sent it to me as a gift. And then I really liked it. And then all of a sudden I started wanting to get a few more. And then the right arm, I'm left-handed. The right hand said, you're left. Oh, see, lefty. There we go. It was, what was it? International Left-Handers Day just a few days ago. So let's high five with our left hands. There we go. And we just got a live report. So I started collecting these, and some people sent gifts, and they're supposed to provide some sense of like balance and healing too. A lot of people are telling me, Jim, did you know this one has this healing property and the green one does this? And like, really? I didn't realize, but it's cool stuff. 5 a.m. in Sweden, and she's still with us. Wow. I love it. I love it. It's on Juanita in South Africa, almost breakfast time. This show is magic. Thank you, Alessandra. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. We love it. We love it. Another amazing guest. Jim, you're amazing. Thanks for another great date night. Yeah, they make their date night by watching our show, Babette
Aw.
and Marty. Cool stuff. You guys are the best for watching. We thank you very much. And my friend, thank you for joining us on the show. Loved it. And again, Craig, we got to say Craig because he was instrumental. Thank you, Jim, for having Samantha on her world premiere show. What an extraordinarily outstanding show. We hope you'll have her back soon. We will. You will definitely be back. Kathleen in New York City. And thank you, Craig, in Hawaii. Welcome, Samantha, and the Taylor family to our lovely family as well. Beautifully said, gang. And really, really nice. And Marty has said earlier, your voice has a little stylings of gospel pop singer Lauren Daigle. Have you ever dwelled into the modern gospel music?
Yeah, I've done some of it a little bit. Yeah. And I was actually in the worship band at church before I moved, and we did some like cowboy Christian music, but we also did some of the contemporary stuff. So yeah, Lauren Daigle's amazing, actually. So thank you.
And
That means a lot.
it's a good analogy there. Absolutely. Deborah Green says, thank you for such a wonderful way to spend the evening as usual. Much love to you, Samantha. You're very welcome, Deborah, and welcome to the family. And Juanita says, bye, John. Take care of your beautiful daughter. I agree. And Toodles, all been real. Thank you, John, as well, and everybody. Have a good night, my friend. You take care. Anybody wants to see this again, you can see it in its entirety on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. I toast you, I raise a glass to you, and wish you nothing but continued blessings and joys in your life, and continued success, living your passion, living your bliss, and let's stay in touch. Let's root each other and root each other on. And I'm looking at another one here. Good night, you all, from the Netherlands, from Ginger Snap Out. And I hope you guys will continue following our show as well. Take care, my friend. Be well, and we will stay in touch. And let's keep rooting for one another, okay?
Absolutely. It's a pleasure meeting you. And I'll be
You as
telling
well.
everybody, you were amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And hopefully we'll be breaking bread in person sometime soon. That would be absolutely awesome.
Yep.
All right. You take care. Thanks for joining us on the
Have
show.
a good night, everybody.
Your very first one. Wow. It's in the record
the
books. High five. Thumbs up. All of it. You did well.
Thank you.
Good night, Samantha. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Samantha Taylor right here on the Jim Masters Show live. Hope you guys enjoyed it. She was amazing. And then again, for all of you watching, this was the very first conversation interview that she's done ever on any kind of a show. So for her to come on our entertainment lifestyle talk show series, the Jim Masters Show Live, was a treat. She and I have been talking for a long time about this and sort of putting this show together. And it's like she said, she was a little nervous, throughout the week, but I knew she would knock it out of the park, which she did. And, for it being the first time that she's ever done anything like a television show, like a talk show like this, I thought she was fantastic. And I love the back and forth that we had, and all of you guys from around the world chiming in, all our lovelies and all the mods, her Twitch followers, and everybody, the Taylorites. I just created a new name for them. They've merged with ours here in the Jim Masters Show Live, Levity Hall. Gang, if this is the first time you joined us, welcome to our show. This is what we do. It's unique. It's special. Sometimes shows are shorter than this. Sometimes we do an hour and a half, 2, depends on, how everything's flowing and the interactivity and our content. But if you guys enjoyed this, boy, would we love it if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And because we do daily live episodes. Tomorrow, Saturday, we have 2 shows with 2 amazing guests coming up. Let's see if we can show you maybe who they are. Tomorrow, we have an amazing actor, arts advocate, and teacher coming to us from New York, Frances McGarry. She's an amazing award-winning actress, television, film, Broadway, and so much more. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, live tomorrow, Saturday on the Jim Master Show Live. Tomorrow night, we have celebrity personal trainer Gina Lombardi and also Laura Kapler. She is Miss America 2012. They have teamed up, and we're going to be talking a lot about fitness, health, wellness, living a full life, and so much more with Miss America 2012 and Gina, the celebrity personal trainer and health advocate and expert and so much more. That's tomorrow night. So 2 great guests tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, actress, arts advocate, and acting teacher Frances McGarry, live from New York. And then live from Los Angeles and Hollywood, Gina Lombardi and Laura Kapler, Miss America 2012. They're going to be with us at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, tomorrow. And then, so do you know that we have Dean Martin's daughter? Yes, she's actually a dear friend, singer and actress, daughter of Hollywood legend Dean Martin, Dina Martin. She's coming on the show August 31st, Tuesday, August 31st, special time, live, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Next week, we have a really popular guy coming on. I interviewed him actually on PBS television a few years back here in America, PBS. Platinum-selling crooner and jazz vocalist extraordinaire Matt Dusk is joining us next Wednesday live from Canada. He is amazing. He is a multi-award-winning performer. He's going to be with us here live on the show. We're very excited about that. That is really, really cool. So look for that coming up on the show. And it's just a bevy of amazing guests that are coming on our show. We do thank today's guest, Samantha Taylor, for joining us here on JMS Live. She was fantastic. And you guys that know about her, thanks for joining us. Those of you who joined us for the first time, we thank you as well. Really, really cool stuff. We also have coming up next week one of the greatest of voiceover artists. He does voices for television, for movies, so much more, video games. An amazing voice artist, Harlan Rector. You might not know him by his name, but you've heard his voice in so many things. He's also the author of I Matter, Finding Meaning in Your Life at Any Age. He's coming up next week. So is William Halal, author and professor emeritus at George Washington University. He wrote a book called Beyond Knowledge, which is really, really cool. He's coming up next week as well. And so many others. Even R.A. Rivas, author of the Dark Times Saga, The Black Forest. He's into paranormal and so much more. He's coming up in about 2 weeks here on the show. And that's just a few of the guests. We've got some amazing people coming up on our show from all walks of life: television, film, music, Broadway, Hollywood, stage, food, sports, comedy. Did you see when we had Patrick McEnroe on and a surprise guest appearance by tennis legend John McEnroe? Did you see that episode? It's on our YouTube channel. Patrick McEnroe, John McEnroe are brothers. Patrick is a fan of our show. His wife is a Broadway star, Melissa Errico. She was a guest on the show. Patrick was on from their tennis center in New York City, and then John McEnroe chimed in and made a cameo. It was really cool. Patrick, of course, tennis star as well, and ESPN tennis correspondent. He was on the show. It was really cool. NFFC had fun. Thanks, Jim. Thank you as well. Did you see we had Ella Roberts on live from Australia too, Irish singer and performer. She was amazing. She was absolutely amazing. Hey, gang, did you know it's also National Radio Day here in the United States? That's right. And you guys know I've been on television and radio for a long time and love it. Here is celebrating National Radio Day. One of the first times I was ever on the radio. This is WLIX Radio, Long Island, New York. And then on iHeartRadio as well. Yeah, this is iHeartRadio, WELI 960. Some of the radio stations I've had a chance to work with hosting shows of all kinds. Um, this is WGCH Radio in Greenwich, Connecticut, WQUN as well, and WATR, and all these different stations over the years. I've worked at a lot of different radio stations as well as television stations, and very, very cool stuff, and love it. So, yeah, shorter hair there too, huh? It's grown since the pandemic. Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, is this the clone? Yes, it has grown. You can tell the pandemic, how long the pandemic has happened, by the length of my hair. It's usually shorter like that guy. But we're loving it. We're having fun. Longest I've ever had it in my life. I know I haven't worked for WKRP in Cincinnati. WKRP. Cool pictures, Jim. Thank you very much. Again, just showing those because it's National Radio Day in the United States today. So we also post those on Facebook. Again, you can find me at Jim Masters TV on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and of course our YouTube channel as well. Thank you, Juanita. We love it. Gang, we love all of you. Thanks for being with us, and you are amazing. Craig says, thank you so much for having Samantha on your show. What an awesome show. As always, stay safe, be well, and keep up your excellent show. Good night, all. Lovities. Craig, keep doing what you're doing in Hawaii and telling everybody about our show. You're amazing, my friend. Thank you very much. And I appreciate it. And Marty in the RC Crooner in Nashville says, my wife and I, Babette, had a wonderful date night. We thought Samantha was adorable. She is. And you guys are the best too. And Kermit says, good night to you. Lovely guest. Thank you, Jim. Good night, everyone. Juanita in South Africa. Thank you very much. And Ginger Snaps out. We have no ginger snaps in this house, and now I want some. But we're going to get Oreos, and we're going to dunk them in our cold brew coffee. We have a hurricane headed here right now. Pray for the Northeast, the New York area, New England. We're going to get socked. It's the first direct hit hurricane, in 30 years, they said, and it's coming right for us. It didn't hit Florida. It didn't hit the Carolinas, which we're happy about, but it's out there in the Atlantic, and it's coming right up. So everybody around here is actually, we're on the coast, a couple blocks from the ocean. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful normally, but hey. And we're in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. That's where we are. So sort of the bullseye for this hurricane, it's Tropical Storm Henri. It looks like Henry, but it's Henri. I believe it's turned into a hurricane. So that's at the time of this show, because you may be watching this episode a year from now. And thanks for subscribing to Jim Masters TV. You're the best there in the Netherlands. We love the Netherlands, and all our viewers from around the world. And we have guests who are artists and performers from around the world. We've had guests on our show from Greece, Ireland, Australia, all around the world. But this hurricane's coming in our direction. So cross your toes and your fingers for everybody here, all your friends here in the Northeastern United States. Amazing host. Thank you for taking such care of my baby girl. Much love. Thank you, John. That's what we do. That's the way I was raised. That's what I'm all about. Care and levity and good stuff. Proud Mama, 3 hours. It's kind of like, remember the 3-hour tour that Gilligan and gang went on? On a 3-hour tour. Well, you just did it with the Jim Masters Show live. Yes, she was amazing. Kathleen, hang in there too. You're in New York City. Hopefully the hurricane doesn't hit you guys and knock out power, my friend. Let's stay in touch. We'll text each other, rooting for each other all the time. Kathleen Walker in New York City. Thanks for a great show, Jim. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Good night, all, and hugs. 2 shows tomorrow. We're live at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, and 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be great. You guys in the Carolinas got the rain from the hurricane. We're going to have, I think, all of it, wind and rain. Stay safe in the hurricane. It's supposed to be worse a little bit out towards Rhode Island, Martha's Vineyard, Boston, but still everybody's going to feel the impacts. Everybody. Thank you, Juanita. I appreciate that. And Fortnite Gaming is in the house. Hi, Jim and Samantha. Good to see you, Fortnite Gaming. We love when you tune in. Are you watching on your game console? Because a lot of people do, and their mobile phone. Yes, you too. You stay safe. We're batting down the hatches tomorrow. It's going to come Saturday night into Sunday into Monday. We have a show scheduled Monday. Now, if we're not here Monday, you'll know why. Hurricane came and knocked the power out, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. So thank you, Kathleen in New York. Fortnite Gaming, always cool to see you. Hurricane Henri, pretty much my sweet grandson, Henry. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, if you want to get fancy, it's Henri, but that is the actual. That's cool. Good night, Jim. Thank you so much again. Good night. You too as well. Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Mom of the wonderful Samantha Taylor. And good night. Everybody says good night to each other. This is like an episode of the Waltons. Everybody says good night to one another. Hello, everyone. You as well, Fortnite. If you want to see this episode again, Fortnite Gaming, you can see it on our YouTube channel, as you know. Be safe, Jim. We will. And good night, King Jim and all lovelies. To you as well, Sweden. Wonderful Jane in Sweden. And we thank Jane. We thank Juanita because they're real troopities. That's like lovely times two because they're here late into the night. Share this episode with your friends, gang. I think we got, and I know there's probably a few we're missing. If we did, sorry. The comments fly by. Thanks to those of you as well from my heart that did the super chat, the super stickers tonight. That's really cool. Something you can always do during the chat. You guys were really great with that. Again, if you'd like to see this episode again, you can. And you can see 456 more episodes with amazing, cool guests, child stars. I mean, we've had so many cool people. 24/7, 365 on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. And again, be sure and subscribe. Click the notification bell. We would love, love, love that. If you love this episode or any of them and you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, like on the episode, and drop a comment on the YouTube channel. If you commented live, thank you so much. Comment as well on our YouTube channel. Then YouTube will blast this episode out even further. Now, a couple of things we do here, gang, before we wrap. And those of you who are here all the time, you know what we do. We always try to, do some positive stuff here before we say goodbye and see you later. One is, of course, the channel you're watching right now is Jim Masters TV. The show is the Jim Masters Show Live. The YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, is a channel dedicated to entertaining, informing, educating, and inspiring. Don't forget, as we always say here on the show, don't forget to smile. Don't forget to share the lovity. Lovity, again, for those of you that joined late, is a word that just slipped out of my mouth when I said light, love, and levity last summer. The show has a lot of light, love, and levity, and the word levity popped out, and all our viewers loved it, and I said, keep it, Jim. You're part of your levity squad. That's how the word levity developed on our show. And don't forget to find your Zen place. Now, that is a very calm Atlantic Ocean. This evening and this weekend, it's a very angry Atlantic Ocean. So look at it while you see it calm. I'm an ocean guy, swim, surf, boogie board, sail, float, always by the ocean, love the ocean. Dear Atlantic, please be kind to us this weekend. You know how much I love you. I grew up, in New York on Long Island, surrounded by the ocean, and we're here along the southern New England coast. The ocean is close by as well. So we always do that as well. And the other thing too, we were talking about our Zen places and some of the things that our guest Samantha Taylor likes to do to be Zen. For me, my work in television, radio, stage, and film, on air, on camera, behind the scenes is ultra Zen for me too. I'm in my Zen place when I'm doing what I love as well. So find your Zen places, gang. Find your talents. Share them with the world. The world is waiting for your talent to be shared as well. Pretty epic tonight, huh? Really good times, good vibes. And that's what we always do here on the Jim Master Show Live. Gang, we'll be back. We've got a busy day of double levity, 2 shows. We'll be back at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, and 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific with 2 shows. Then we're off on Monday, Family Day. Sunday, that is. Sunday, we're off, but you can binge watch on Sunday. You can watch anything you missed on Sunday. Sometimes we do the show, we generally do it every single day, but we have some family time this Sunday, but we also have a hurricane coming. So, Sunday's going to be a very interesting day. All right, gang, we love you all. And remember, don't sweat the small stuff. Absolutely, my friend Alessandra. And smile, it's contagious. You got it. Maureen says, wishing everyone a restful night. Sweet be your dreams, my dear lovely family. And you too, Maureen. Good night, lovities. Fortnite Gaming, you too. Love to everyone from Alessandra. Craig says, until we meet again, absolutely. I love that, Craig. And great humor that Maureen has. I agree that Maureen does. Be safe. Thank you very much. Absolutely. And good stuff, gang. We love you all. And just looking at a couple more comments. All right, gang, you guys, I don't know what to say. You're the very, very best. We love all of you. And you guys just really, you know how to do it. You know how to kick it. And great night tonight. So we don't say goodbye. We just say, see you later. Take care. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Sayonara. And we'll be back tomorrow. All right, gang? Now go stretch those legs. And thanks for being with us in this episode. We love you all. Continue to subscribe, share, tag, tweet, Twitch, itch, whatever it takes. Get the word out about the Jim Master Show Live. We love it. Have a good night. Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye.